Alrighty, yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, I need to try to hurry up and finish this dress. So we're working on. We finally got to the sleeves. Well, I technically still have the two front panels to do, but I'm gonna save those for last because I want to hurry up and get like some of the smaller bits done. Because I did the back, which let me show here in just a minute. I want to move my coffee out of the way though, because I don't want to accidentally get coffee on this dress. I will cry. It's been taking me so long. Carefully put it away. And then I have like the dress in here. Well, just the back part. Because the two front sides. Oops. I hope that didn't make too loud a noise with the mic. This is the back part. It's like bigger. This took forever. This took me like 4 days, I think. Constantly crocheting back and forth. Partially it's this yarn though. It's really slowed me down, so I kind of wish I had chose like a different yarn. That would have been much better. But oh well. But yeah, the front panels are going to be like separated, because they're going to be we're gonna like one side's gonna have like button loops, and I gotta crochet the buttons too. We're doing this version right here though. This is one where you just like sew lace on, but this is the one my mother-in-law picked. I'm gonna make like little crochet flower buttons, kind of like what I did with the cape. Let me show the cape real quick.
Hot drinks really get you going.
Oh, wait, what's... Yes, hello, Commander Cass, how you doing? Oh, come on in.
Wendy's, we always serving right away. And smile and have a nice day.
I actually think it might possibly be the... Well, I don't know, because the keyboard and wireless mouse work fine when I'm not streaming, but for some reason when I'm streaming, they go a little haywire. And but I did notice the other day, like if I hold the keyboard up, it kind of seems to like get a better range, because you know it's like one of those like little things where you just put like the USB in at your computer. I'm wondering if my chair was maybe blocking, like, I don't know, like the signal or something. So I moved the chair away, and so far it's working pretty good. It hasn't dunked up on me yet. Usually it likes to happen midstream though, but you've been boarded. Oh yeah, welcome in. We're doing a little bit of unusual because we usually don't do big crochet around here. We usually do small crochet. Wait, let me show real quick. I got some stuff over here. Unfortunately, since it's big crochet, I can't have my little characters on the desk like I normally do. I usually do small amigurumi like this. Find like little molong here. Oops. I got this mic. It's so close to everything. I normally do stuff like this. But my niece though, her Pekgyo is coming up. Pekgyo means 100 days in Korea. And it's like a celebration. I got it wrong though. I actually thought this was a celebration where they make the baby choose like the 3 different items. Turns out that's during their dol, which is the first year birthday, which my husband said we actually should be able to attend that. So I'm actually kind of glad I got it wrong because I thought I was gonna miss this like big event. Like, oh, we won't be able to make it. But actually, it turns out this is just like a kind of like a picture event. Like they just like get the baby all dolled up and take some pictures, and so it's not really like a lot of people come to it actually. So that kind of made sense. That made sense why not many people are coming. Plus, she's still so young, so they do want to take precautions, like not to get her sick or anything. But hopefully, by this November, hopefully I should be able to attend her first year birthday. That'll be fun, and hopefully my Korean will be a little bit better by then too. But here's like little baby booties. I made all the small stuff first, like the little hand mittens. We're following the little set that's on the cover of this book. My mother-in-law purchased it for me. And here's like the little bonnet, and it's got like little, I guess they're like cherry blossoms kinda. There's like little simple puff stitch flowers, and this one, it actually showed like a little pearl being the button, but I don't have any big pearls. I only have tiny pearls for my earrings. So I crocheted like a thicker puff stitch flower, and I used it as a button. I put like one of my little sparkly beads in the center just for some pizzazz, because it's all white. I wanted like a tiny pop of color. It was strange because like it's still, you can like still tie it by this little tie string that you can undo. That way they can like adjust it. But I guess if they want it to close tighter, that's why they made this like little button option. But I'll tie that back later. It's all back. I probably have to steam them. It's made of 100% cotton, so I should be able to steam it if I'm correct, right? I think that's like acrylics and stuff you gotta worry about steaming or ironing. And now we're working on the dress. The dress is, I say the biggest thing for last. Because I'm always like, I know some people are like, get the biggest thing done first and work on the small stuff. I'm opposite. Get all the small little things done and then get the big thing done. Because like, I feel like the big thing is gonna like take a lot of concentration, and it feels better if you have like, it's like the last thing to concentrate on. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm making the big thing and then I'm like, oh, but I got all these other little things that I have no idea how long they're gonna take, that's gonna like weigh on my conscience and like muddle my focus. But here's the back part. The back part of the dress. This took me like 4 days. See, I don't really crochet clothing. I'm actually still a little worried how I'm gonna assemble it. Cause see, the thing is, this book is in Korean, and I understand the stitches in Korean because I actually found like Korean terminology because I'm trying to put my patterns in Korean. But when it comes to the assembly though, I'm like, oh dear, I don't really quite know what they're trying to tell me to do. Especially because some of the things, they just don't translate in Google Translate at all. Like, they'll come out weird and not make sense, and I'm like, oh dear. It's weird, it seems like official documentation seems to come out fine. In Google Translate, like, it seems really good for that, but for like crafty things or like poetry, the translation is just bonkers. Like, it's not giving the same meaning. I think that's due to like Korean having like, some words will have like multiple meanings depending on the context, and probably that's just not been input into, I guess, the Google translation system. I mean, to be fair, Korean has like way more words than English. Like, I think English has like only 170,000 words, while Korean can have up to 550,000 to like a million and 10,000, I think, or 100,000, a million, 100,000. I gotta look at the number again. But it was really high, and I'm like, geez, no wonder I struggle with vocabulary. They have like very nuanced vocabulary, actually. Okay, where did I leave off at? Oh, we're starting, okay, we're a little bit past halfway. This is just the sleeves. Thankfully, I already got like the fringe on the end done. Another thing that's like kind of annoying, right? Like, I have to like chain and work this part, and then you have to like rejoin with new yarn and then do the fringe going in the other way. But I try to get that done just so I don't have to like worry about it. Let's see, I think we're doing my least favorite round, the puff stitch round, which Normally would be my favorite round. I love doing puff stitches. Not with this yarn though. This yarn has been testing my patience, I will tell you that. Yeah, what's up, Metal coming in on my little this yarn's rant. Because it's cotton yarn, but it's like, usually this would be my favorite kind of yarn for like my small things actually, because look at it, it splits crazy, right? I actually want to use whatever leftover I have to maybe see if I can crochet some flowers with it. However though, for some reason trying to do a puff stitch with this is an absolute nightmare. And your puff stitches can also end up looking really just meh. I see, like they just don't look as clean. Like you see like little, like just one little strand will like stick out of this yarn and they just look crummy, you know? Like I feel like a fluffier or like acrylic yarn would be better for puff stitches. Like they look cleaner when you do it that. With this yarn, you can see every like little line. It's just like, not to mention it makes doing the puff stitch really hard too, because you'll probably watch me because I'm about to do it. Oh, how many I got chain? 4. Because like when you try to bring your hook through, it like will snag onto a single strand, and it just like kind of I have to like undo and try to redo the puff stitches. Drives me bonkers. But yeah, I gotta, what do you call it? I made me realize like I was hoping to get more done last night, but I only got this much done. And I'm like, oh dear, I still have one more sleeve to do, and I still gotta do the front panels, which will take much, much longer. So I'm like, okay, we gotta do this on stream. I was hoping to just do like, you know, the commission on stream. No, for Flutter Bites though, I can't mail it out until I have like 9 other orders though, because of the contract with the post office I did to get cheaper shipping. They want me to like send 10 packages out each time instead of like one here, one there. They're like, nah, you gotta bring all 10, like collect them all and bring them. And I'm like, okay. Unless, I will ask Flutter Bites if they are willing to like, if they want to pay a higher shipping, if they want it sooner. Why do these chains look awful though? That's the thing, I don't like how chains look in this yarn actually. They look kind of clunky. It's weird because some of the stitches look really nice once I do them, but I don't like how chains look. Is that already one chain? I think. Let me twist that. Like I find myself having to like keep redoing, like undoing and like frogging and redoing just because something didn't look as good. Like I never had that much trouble with other yarn. I should have just gotten like regular baby yarn. Well, this yarn did come up. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Carefully go through. Ah, see, like that one little single strand came off. So it's like really slowed me down. The puff stitch doesn't even look that great either. So definitely next time if my mother-in-law wants me to make clothing for my niece again, I'm definitely gonna pick a different yarn. It will not be this yarn. And I realize this yarn probably would actually not be that great actually for the baby clothes because at least for winter because it's, you know, it's cotton. So this would probably be good for like summer clothing. I feel like it's snagged, so I'm gonna have to redo it again. And also what it'll do, I don't know if you can see that, like that loose strand right there, like it'll snag onto a single strand of the previous row and, you know, no amount of stretching will get to go back in place, so it's just like super visible now and I'm just like, ah, come on, go through, there we go. See, like I would have probably been already down here by now, one for this yarn. At least doing the double crochets is not so bad. They're a little bit easier to do. I have to like do the puff stitches. I noticed if I try doing them quickly, it's just gonna get wrecked. But if I do it slowly, it should be okay. Oh, I forgot to put my coffee back over here. I was like, something's missing. I'm like, my coffee. Let me get a quick sip out of it though. Well, another thing I found out is that my mother-in-law what do you call it, planning to pay me 100 buckos for this, which I'm really excited for. Like, I actually didn't think I was gonna get paid. I thought it was just gonna double as like both our gifts to her. I think it still will. I think because she's telling my sister-in-law that I'm making it for them right now. So she was like sending update pictures and all that. That's why I'm also trying to finish it quickly. I have to give it to them by Sunday. Which it seems like, yeah, sure, I'll have like plenty of time. However, I have to go to lunch with my teacher tomorrow, so that's gonna eat in some time because, you know, I have to like get ready. I have no idea how long too. I am debating if I should make tomorrow not a gaming stream and just do this again. I might actually. Just to hopefully give me more time, because I would feel so guilty playing a game, like, while I should really be doing this, you know what I mean? And I also found out, I thought we were gonna have dinner with them, and no, we're gonna actually have lunch with them, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's like even less time. I was probably gonna spend the morning more, you know, packing it. I got like a cute little box for it. Oh, actually, in a little bit, I'll probably show the box. It's pink with a bunch of hearts on it. It was really hard trying to find a good box too at Daiso, because like a lot of the gift boxes, like the ones I really liked, like the design and stuff, were like way too small. But then it was hard finding like a medium-sized box too. I guess maybe they got all bought up. The boxes were either way too small or way too big. And if there were some that were perfect, like the design, but they were like huge. And I'm like, nah, that's too big. What's up, Circle? How you doing? We're trying to quickly finish this baby dress. We're working on the sleeve actually right now, because this is due Sunday, but the problem is we're gonna go see him for lunch, so I don't like have all day Sunday, so probably I gotta have to spend like the morning getting ready and stuff. And I got lunch with my teacher tomorrow. You know, it's funny because like my Korean teacher, like at the end, like on the last class, she was asking me and Antonia, because we're both here in Busan. She was like, oh, we should, like, since you guys are in Busan, we should all get together and have like lunch someday. And the thing is, in Korea, a lot of times when a teacher says that, it's more like of just they don't really mean you're gonna actually like make plans to have lunch. It's just kind of like a good farewell, like, oh yeah, we should hang out sometime, but they don't really actually mean it. I even asked my husband, he's like, yeah, she probably doesn't actually mean like you guys will have lunch, but apparently my teacher was like the 1% that actually mean it when they say it, because they were like, okay, like what time should we meet up? And I'm like, oh dear, she was serious. Which I'm excited, but the problem is this is like the wrong week actually. Kind of wish it could have been for next week. That would have been better, because I want to like put a lot of time into trying to hopefully get this done, because this is the part that takes the longest to make, is the dress. At least I got everything else done. I got like the baby booties and stuff, but the dress was actually the most important part, I think. And this, see, look at this, like this yarn. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Like doing puff stitches with this yarn is an absolute nightmare. I will never choose this yarn again for baby clothes. I think if it was just single crochet or double crochet, that would have been fine with this yarn. But I didn't realize trying to do puff stitches with this yarn would be like so annoying. And they don't look as good either. They really don't. I have some like puff stitch flowers I've done with a cotton acrylic. Not cotton, I mean my milk cotton, and then just regular cotton. But the cotton is like the more twisted kind of yarn, right? This is like individual strands, not really wound very tightly. That's why they're a little bit too loose, which normally would be something I like actually for splitting my yarn, because I want to actually see if I can crochet flowers with a single strand of this when I get the chance. Because I have the white yarn that I can like probably stain and paint with my pink, with my watercolors, which I need to find those. I don't know what I did with them. I need to paint the cat for Flutterbyte's commission. I'm gonna do the same for the goat. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like make the goat all white, and then paint the spots that are supposed to be brown, because it's like their coat is like a mix of brown and white. And the problem is trying to do a bunch of color changes while trying to also make the goat. I had to like make it very small. I'm like, let's cut out the color change. Plus the paint probably would look better and more accurate anyway. Because trying to do a lot of multiple color change on a very small crocheted piece usually ends up not looking that great. Like the piece will need to be much, much bigger in order to look really nice. And I have like a very low stitch count to work with for the goat, because I need to make it small enough that it fits in her lap. Let's do that. I actually had to switch also to doing yarn, both yarn over completely again for this pattern, because what do you call it? I got so used to doing yarn under because of amigurumi, but then I realized that would really skew the size of the dress turns out, or any of the items. I'm like, oh dear, I should probably go back. And I did find doing the puff stitches were a little bit easier doing traditional yarn over. But still, even then, this yarn, it's like, I have to be careful, especially this first loop it goes through. It likes to snag onto like a single strand of that. I've been chaining 3, right? I want to make sure. Okay. Wait, oh, not doing too good, Sal. I'm in the hospital during release after I was treated for caffeine and sugar poisoning? Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Dang, that's like... That sounds like something I'd probably be put in the hospital for, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I do love me some coffee, and I do love me some sugar, and I put those two together. Your blood pressure was 200? Oh boy, you better be getting on some of that beet juice. Actually, I would recommend that, because that's what me and Mr. Coffee have been doing. And actually, Mr. Coffee took his blood pressure the other day, and it actually went down significantly ever since we started drinking beet juice, and he hasn't changed anything. Like, so we were like, you know, trying to like do like where you still keep your regular lifestyle, don't change anything, and then like add this like new bit in and see if it does anything, and then his blood pressure did go down. I haven't checked mine yet. I probably should check mine later, but I've been just so focused on trying to do this. But yeah, get on that beet juice. It's supposed to be, and actually it tastes delicious too. Like, I cannot believe like something that delicious is actually good for you. Now I'm pretty sure like beet root sugar is just no different than regular sugar, but you gotta get the juice though. Like, they probably sell them in like pretty little packets. Oh, that'd be even better too with some of that ginger. And get you some hibiscus tea, because actually that's why I like the you do want to find like some kind of like healthy sweetener to put with it though, because it is very sour on its own. But actually I didn't realize it, but it turns out when you sweeten the hibiscus tea, it actually becomes Jamaican Kool-Aid. And I remember I was like, why does this taste so familiar to me? And it turns out actually Kool-Aid had a line of something called Jamaican Kool-Aid, and I'm like, oh my god, I had this as a kid. It's got a very distinct flavor, but it's pretty good. So yeah, you want to get you some hibiscus tea, beet juice. That's good that your dad already gets that, so tell him to let you have some of that. And probably the ginger will be good too. Now, I don't know if the ginger with it will make it taste as good. I can just see that being kind of bitter. But then again, the beet juice, like, we just get like just plain beet juice. That shit tastes like straight up like candy. It's like that good. I'm actually addicted to it. We have 2 per day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. I don't think I have access to hibiscus tea. Oh, that's true. See if you can get it on Amazon, because we could probably get it cheap on Amazon, or ask your mom or dad to like maybe buy you some, or see if they see it at the store. It might be at the grocery stores, like if you ever go grocery shopping with them, or if they go out, like ask them like, hey, keep an eye out for hibiscus tea. Probably internet's probably the better choice. Like, you'll have like probably more luck there. If you can get loose leaf, I think, because loose leaf will probably be a lot better. Just need to get one of those little tea egg thingies so that you don't get like, I don't know how my dad does it. My dad, like, he'll just put the loose leaf at the bottom and pour water and just drink it, and just has to try to avoid all the little leaves floating up. And I'm just like, bro, just get you a tea egg, man. And then you don't have to worry about that. And it's even better if you make it iced. Iced hibiscus tea is actually really refreshing, especially when the weather's hot. Though this is probably the opposite. That's why I haven't drunk it lately. It's because it's actually quite cold, and I don't really want to drink ice hibiscus tea. I don't really like it warm though, but I love it cold, like when it's iced. It's just so good. Promise, you gotta find something better to sweeten it with. I do recommend stevia, I feel like stevia is good for beverages, and you don't really need that much. It can be kind of pricey though, but yeah, you might have to like start looking into some sugar alternatives as well. Because yeah, sugar is not very good for your blood pressure. That and stress, like try to find any de-stressors, you know, like it's weird because like I know a lot of people say like, oh, you should get into meditation. It's like I feel like the classic way of meditating just ain't for me. And I actually realized I think in a way crocheting is kind of my form of meditation in a sense. And I think that's the same for like a lot of other crafters, right? Like you just gotta find your form of meditation. I don't think all meditation is just the sitting with your legs crossed and like humming, right? Like I don't think that's like the only way to meditate really. So look for something that like you find that always calms you, like, you know, any like favorite hobby you like if you got Legos, or heck, just like maybe like bird watching. I feel like bird watching is probably like my dad's meditation. He loves to go out in nature, go on hikes, and just kind of like enjoy the scenery around him. Like I feel like that's like a valid form of meditation in a sense. Oh yeah, I gotta look around, ask Cozy Coma if they could hook me up, but right now the staff is testing me with some peanut butter and celery carrots. I just had dinner and I took my meds, and they're gonna see how my body reacts. Ooh, but peanut butter. Totally forgot about like peanut butter and celery. I don't know, I'm like one of those people who hate celery. It's just too, the taste is too strong for me. And it's weird, I think my dad's the same. Like, we understand that for other people, it's like more of a mild taste. But for us, our tongue just like tastes it in full force. I think that's why, because like with mint, right? Like for me, mint straight up tastes like toothpaste. It's like our taste buds taste certain foods way stronger than they should. You know what I mean? Like to where it's like unpalatable anymore. And but for other people, it's just like a very light, sweet minty, you know, if they're having like mint chocolate. For me, the mint's just way too overpowering. I feel like I'm eating chocolate chips with toothpaste on it. That's how it feels to me, honestly. But yeah, hopefully the meds will work. Thankfully our blood pressure did not get high enough where we had to be on medication, but they were like, we got a scolding every time we go. They're like, your blood pressure's too high. You gotta do something about it. The problem is though, I feel like partially like, because we have to walk everywhere, and there was one time where we were like kind of running to cross the light, because like the light was gonna you know, like the little walk sign, like the numbers were going down for when you can walk across the crosswalk. This was a huge, long crosswalk. This was back when we were in Wanju. And we went to the doctors, and we kind of partially think we had just run, so that probably skewed the readings a little bit. Like, that's why I'm kind of glad we got like a little home reader now. I need to give it a try. The only problem is I don't want to use it until like Mr. Coffee can show me how to use it, because it's all like in Korean. And I don't know if I want to mess anything up. Need to use it like probably like I want to try reading it first and like just like trying it on my own. However, I want them there to like check to make sure I'm not gonna like mess anything up with it, like mess any of the settings up or use it correctly. If I use it here without him though, I'll be just too nervous. I always feel like something's gonna go wrong or I'm gonna break something. See, this one's giving me absolute... Yep, see, look, there's two little strands from the beginning. This is why... See, look at that little strand just, like, stuck on there. This yarn. Never again. I probably would have been done with this by now if I had chosen a different yarn, actually, because I had to do a lot of frogging in the beginning because of this yarn. I've kind of given up a little bit and just, like, leave some of the stitches looking a little wonky. Because, like, I would, like, take it apart, do it again, and it would look exactly the same, and I'm just like, I give up. It's just too time-consuming. And I think, hopefully, since none of them are, like, crocheters, like, probably to the untrained eye, it'll look fine. Which means, like, I can pick out all the, like, little mistakes and stuff. Or not, it's not really a mistake, it's more like the flaws, I should say. Because, right, like, I just went through and it snagged this, like, little strand from the round below. There's, like, a little string poking out. It's like, oh, I can see all that. We're getting there, but basically you just fold it in half and that's gonna be the sleeve. Hopefully assembly won't be too difficult. But at least we got done with that round, gosh. So we have 1, 2, 3 more rounds, so we gotta do another puff stitch round. I always count how close we're getting it done by how many puff stitch rounds I did, because there's 6 in total, and that's the 4th one, so we only got 2 more puff stitch rounds to do. Let's see, so chain, yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, gotta do a double crochet in that chain 1 space. Oh, I remember this round, yeah. That's the thing is I like that a lot of the rounds are very similar, like my brain gets kind of used to them. It was a little bit different on the edge. I always make sure I get the edge right. But the middle part, though, is really easy to remember. Like, from memory. That's another thing, too. I have to, like, do... Even though usually the double crochets are okay, however, I have to do them a certain way. I have to do, like, 1 loop at a time, like this. 1, 2, right? Usually I could just pull through both loops like normal. Not with this yarn. Nope. It wants to snag onto just one little tiny strand, and it messes up the, like, it makes the double crochet look absolutely horrendous because it'll have like one big, like, strand, like this big loop like hanging out. So like, I have to do them like in a certain way. The problem is that slows me down heavily. Yo, what's up, Mama Ohana? How you doing? Wait, hold on. I need to give you a shout out real quick. I'm gonna give a shout out to all the people I remember who started Gold. Oh no, just some like little thing popped up saying, want to start a goal? I'm like, what are you on about Twitch? I think it's because I put the slash command in and I didn't really finish typing out. Oh, we're working on... Oh, I gotta show you the progress we got done. So here's like all the baby stuff. Like the little set, we're doing an entire set. That's why it's been taking me like nearly like two and a half weeks to do all this. I got the baby booties done. Here like the little baby gloves. So on one side, this is like the outside part, probably for right here. It has like the cute like little flower with the leaves, and then on the inside part it has like the little adjustable strand or like little string, tie string. Technically this was something I added actually myself because like I don't know why, but with the pattern it just seemed way too big, like it would just like fall off her hands. I don't know if it's because of the type of yarn I'm working with. The size looks the same, but I don't know. I followed the pattern to a T though, and then just like, yeah, the little thing just looked like it would just fall off if they didn't have like any kind of adjustable strap. And here's like the little bonnet, and they have like little flowers I sewed onto the end, little puff stitch flowers, which these were so hard to make. Because with this yarn, it's so hard to get puff stitches to look good, actually. Like, this is probably the 6th flowers I made trying to look right. Like, puff stitches, I think the puff stitches in the in the row look fine, though there are, like, some flaws. Like, see, there's, like, this little loose strand right here. I'll probably gotta fix that with some glue. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. But you see, like, that loose, that, like, little thing? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is autofocus turned back on? Hold on. I think I did. Oh no, we don't want that. See. I may have turned it on by accident again. Oh, we did. Hold on. There we go. Dang, I don't know. When did I turn the autofocus back? I saw the pulsing. I'm like, wait, that's the whole reason why I turned it off, because everyone got so sick of the pulsing. I was probably the #1 person so tired of the pulsing. But I don't know if you guys can see, like, there's like a little string. Do you see that? Like, just kind of sticking out. Like, it does that, this yarn. It drives me bonkers. Like, usually puff stitches are gorgeous and sweet looking, and these, like, this yarn just kind of muddles it. It's great for, like, it does look good for, like, the lace, like the double crochets and stuff. Those stitches look really nice. And the shell stitches, but the puff stitch, though, it's not the right yarn for it, really. You definitely need like a twisted yarn, like, you know, like just a regular worsted weight twisted, like acrylic or cotton. This is also 100% cotton, but this is like cotton thread just bunched up together, because this is like, it's kind of like my yarn that splits. Like, see how like it's like a bunch of little individual strands? It's 2 multiple ply. Like, I think it just needs like 3 ply or 4 ply. I think it would have been much better to work with if it was like that kind of yarn. I need to tie this back, but they have like little, looks like little clover almost, a little cape, and I made like a little crochet button right here. It's just a little puff stitch flower with I put like a little gem in it, or like a little jewel. There we go, and that just kind of helps keep that tied. I don't know if they'll be able to use that because she's gotten quite big, so I just feel like this would be too small for her neck, wouldn't it? It's weird because these clothes are made for like 12 months old, for 12 months. Well, it says 3 months to 12 months, basically, and I just did like the biggest size of everything because just to be safe. It doesn't really give much, like, there's really no, the only thing I saw here was maybe the sleeve. Like, everything else has been like, just follow this exact pattern and you'll be good. Like, none of them have like, oh, just only work till here if you want this size, right? Like, everything's just like a one size fits all kind of thing. So it looks like the dress looks like it'd be almost too big for her, but that cape though looks like it'd almost be too small for her. It's weird. Like, at least the neck part. That's why I'm glad they did put like the little drawstring thing, so I don't know if they'll be able to actually button the button. I think it might be too small. I've only seen her from pictures, so I don't really know exactly how big she is, but she was so tiny when she was first born. Now she like blew up. It's so cute. She's definitely becoming a chunky little baby. To be fair though, she was born a little bit early though. I think she was born like 3 weeks early from what I've heard. Which is crazy. So that might be why. She was probably like a preemie. And now she's just like, her body's just trying to get back up to like an actual normal weight. Oh, thank you, Mama Hana. I was actually surprised I was able to do this too, because I don't normally do clothing. I'm a bit worried about the assembly part though. See what I mean? Like, I'm having to like keep redoing these like puff stitches. It's like real annoying. This yarn. I should have gone for an acrylic. Should have, or like a worsted weight cotton. I mean, I guess this is technically worsted weight, but I don't know. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh my god. I'm not even supposed to be doing puff stitches. My brain is still stuck in the previous round. Whoopsie. Oh, I did a bit of crocheting on my stream tonight, but just a dishcloth, but it was nice and relaxing. And that's like a great thing about actually crocheting dishcloths is that they're usually very simple and you just kind of get to like mindlessly kind of crochet. Like this actually would probably be good for a dishcloth, actually, this type of yarn. It's got like a very like that kind of like really cottony kind of feel, so it's like not gonna absorb like a lot of the water like an acrylic yarn would. But man, trying to use it for this dress though, it's a nightmare. Like, it wouldn't be a nightmare if I just go crochet much more slowly, but however though, at times I'm running out, especially because tomorrow I gotta go see my teacher. She's technically not my teacher anymore because the class is done, so ex-teacher? I don't know. But she wanted me and Antonia to all have lunch together. And we're gonna go eat kalbijin, but we don't know where we're eating at exactly. Like, she hasn't picked a restaurant yet. I hope she lets us know tonight, but I just know we're gonna meet at 12 somewhere. Ah, see, like it snagged onto like the end of that and it messed it up. Oh man, I would say like trying to work with this with an inline hook would be an absolute nightmare. Ooh. Thankfully, my only inline hooks are like my very tiny crochet hook. Oops, I'm supposed to chain one. Oh man, I am like scared. This is like, especially because last night I was trying to crochet really fast and my wrist is making that clicking noise again. Not right now, but I did a second ago. Like, it made a really loud click. But yesterday it was like, or I should say really more like early this morning actually. It was like 4 in the morning when this was happening. It kept making that like click, click, click every time I turned my wrist, and I was like, oh dear, is this gonna bring back my carpal tunnel? It better not. That's actually why I kind of don't do really big crochet anymore, because I'm like terrified it's gonna bring back my carpal tunnel. And now turn in chain 4. Oh wait, I just got a message from Mr. Oh no, that wasn't Mr. Carl. Oh, it was actually my teacher. I was like debating because I was like looking at the different Kalbi gym restaurants, and I was wondering which one she was gonna pick. She picked the really expensive one. Oh god, I hope she's paying for this. Usually, I think they would. Yeah, she's picked the pizza one. I told her, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, at least I know where to go. Actually, wait, let me see real quick. I want to see, yeah. Oh, we didn't copy the link. I guess let's look on the map. I want to see, like, if I can take bus 29 to it. Ooh, it's actually decently close to the bus stop. Ooh, it's near Starbucks too, which I need to use up. I don't normally order from Starbucks, but I have like a Starbucks gift card I really do use up. I have like 20 something bucks on there. Actually, I take that back a little bit more because I have like a sip, because like you can like scan your Starbucks cards on the app, and they're just like kept as separately. So I have like another $5 one on there too I gotta use. They were giving out one was from Jung's boss, and the other one was from one of the conferences he went to. They give out Starbucks gift cards, so I need to use them because like if I don't, then Starbucks just made free money, right? So like, nah, we gotta make them use their resources. Oh wait, hold on. She want to make. Oh no, she wants me to be in front of the actual university. Oh crap. Oh man, that's further away. And to be fair though, I think it's actually easier by bus. I can just like literally like get off the bus and it's like right there. I think. He's like, oh, let's meet in front of the entrance and go together. Oh dear. Well, okay, well I guess I don't gotta worry about that. Look up. Okay, right here. Oh, I should have more walking to. What the heck? Oh, wait, no, that's from the entrance that I can get on the bus. But when I get off the bus to get there, I have to like do at least like 10 minutes of walking. Good grief. Oh well. Oh, she wants me to meet there 11:50. I'm gonna copy the name because I'm also gonna tell Antonia. How to share it? Okay. Come on, let me copy the link. There we go. Yep. So she contacted Antonia to perfect. Okay, back to the crochet. I almost said back to the debauchery, but I'm like I watch way too much Kenny JD. Because that's what she says after what it called, like when she's doing like an ad, you know, like when a YouTuber has like to do like a little ad roll. She'll be like, all right, now back to the debauchery, because she usually does like a lot of bad movies and stuff, and it's like a lot of crazy bad romance going on. Wait, who just texted me? Might just be Antonia. Let me see. Okay, yeah, teacher just saying, yeah, see you tomorrow. I hope she's paying, because that place is expensive. Cause there was another place that was a lot cheaper and actually closer to the university, but it was like spicy kalbijim. They did have like regular kanjang, which is soy sauce kanjang kalbijim, but I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have been as good because it was a lot cheaper. But yeah, she's taking us to the fancy place. Okay, what am I supposed to do for this one? Oh, okay, it's like the chain one, double crochet, then chain 3. Okay. Yeah. I promise this is all done. Usually most of these like double crochets are done. See what I mean? Like this yarn, if you don't pull it taut enough, like the strands just like they're so loose, like the little individual strands of this yarn. I have to like make sure to do it a little bit tighter. But what do you call it though? Usually most of the the double crochets are done in like a chain space, but this is actually done in like a single double crochet stitch, so it's like a little hard this round. Usually it's much easier when I do them in a chain space. See, like look at that. 2 little strands didn't quite go on there. Yeah, I'm never using this yarn again for like clothing. Oh god, it'd actually be perfect for the stuff I do. like making tiny amigurumi or something, that'd be perfect. But for clothing, nah, never again. See, like it's like just hanging there. And I accidentally did that. That little strand is just sticking out. Let me see if I can cut that. I have done that a little bit where I'll cut like a single strand, but the problem is in certain stitches it actually caught, like started messing up, and I had to like reinforce it with sewing it around with like a piece of scrap yarn. But I think for like a double crochet one it'd be fine. But I found, yeah, not to cut even like the single strand when it's like a chain space, because then the chain starts falling apart or weakening. That's what I did. Like it was starting to look bigger than the other chain spaces, all because I cut like one little tiny string. This thing's got like, I think like 12 strands. Like it's got a lot. Oh, this yarn's gonna drive me nuts. Like, look at it. It's like so much like one step forward, two steps back. That's like this kind of yarn basically. Always tend to frog. Wait. Wait, really? Wait, hold on. Yeah. Like, there's actually no chat coming in from YouTube. Wait, hold on, because I did have... The other day, well, I'm streaming though. I checked it early because I'm streaming on YouTube, I think. Oh, you know what? Then something happened with the restream chat because I had to like add like restream to my OBS. Like it was saying like, oh, restream failed to blah blah blah, and I had to like remove it and re-add it and reauthorize it. I think 'cause it was like you know, it's been long since you've logged in, so it was like more just wanted me to log in again, basically. Then actually let me open up the restream chat and read from there. Because usually I had the thing set where it will come to the Twitch chat actually. The restream bot, so maybe that little thing, maybe it turned it off or I gotta turn it back on again. Dang! Has there been anyone else also in the YouTube side, or was it just you? That would feel so bad too. There were like other people being like, why is she not responding? Everybody, yeah, I was thinking it was waiting a minute, something's not quite right. Oh goodness. Wait, okay, gotta open in browser. Also, I don't know why, but every time I try to download Restream, it won't let me log in. It's so bizarre. Like on the actual like downloaded software, like it should be like password incorrect, but the password's correct when I do it in the browser. It's so weird. So I think something's a little clunky about it, honestly. Say something on YouTube real quick. I want to see if it pops up. Actually, will any chat I put on YouTube pop up too? Maybe I should try that real quick. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay, now I can see a test. Okay, I'm gonna just have this open up. I'm gonna put it over the just the only problem is if I want to put a command, that's why I have both. Usually I would have both the chats up. However, I was like, you know, it's kind of pointless because like the Restream bot already like double puts it inside the Twitch chat anyway, so I'm like, there's no point. So I stopped having the Restream chat open. So I need the Twitch chat open if I'm gonna like type a command in. Then actually, where's my other phone? I might actually have. Let me get the Restream chat open on there, maybe. This would actually be better to have on the phone than it would be on the computer, because it's kind of unfortunately useless on the computer. Okay, there we go. Just the only problem is I only have like one vertical phone stand, so I'm gonna have to like put this somewhere where I can kind of see it. Well, I guess that's the good thing of it being a flip phone. I could just do that. I could just do this and see. We'll see if that works. Maybe I can see like any chat that pops in. Gonna move these somewhere. I got a bunch of tools right here. Thankfully it's like fully charged, so I'm good. Actually, it's this phone I'm reading right now. Let's see. Okay, it looked like just me in there. Okay, cause I've noticed a pattern lately of if anyone, like we've had people say come by and say hi on YouTube, and that's like the only thing they say. I'll actually like talk to them, explain what I'm doing, and I hear nothing from them. And it's been happening like the past several weeks, and I'm just like, can they not hear me? Do they just like not hear me? Like maybe they can, but I'm like, every time I watch the VOD, I can hear my voice. And you're able to hear me too, like, cause you're able to like respond to me when I talk to you and when you're on the YouTube side. So I was like kind of worried, like, are they unable to hear me like talking to them? Did they think I was ignoring them and they left? I don't know. Maybe that's the thing is maybe with YouTube, they were just like popping in to say hi. And, or maybe they saw I was streaming on Twitch and they're like, oh wait, I got a Twitch account, and maybe they just popped it on the Twitch side but just didn't say they were on the YouTube side. I don't know. But I've been having that lately where just some random people come in from YouTube and they just say hi and that's it. Or they'll ask a question too, like, hey, what you working on? And then they never say anything again, even after I tell them what they're working on, like no comment, anything. So it's been making me a little nervous. Yo, what's up, buddy? Music, how you doing? I was thinking, figuring out like my iPad has a snort. That's a snort on it. That sure is very, very cute. on, let me give you a shout out. Let's hope the keyboard. Looks like the keyboard's acting pretty decent today. I did try moving because I have like you know those like big things of like the little multi-USB port thingy. I moved it a little bit closer to the front of the desk, and I'm wondering if that's helping. I think it was a signal issue. But it would act fine. The keyboard and wireless mouse would act fine when I wasn't streaming. It would only act up while I'm streaming. But today it's been acting fine, so I do wonder if maybe it was just like a signal issue. Like maybe while streaming the signal is not as strong. I don't know. What are you guys doing today? And also to answer Clawton, because they were asking if the pattern was in English, and actually no, it's in Korean. However, though, it is in symbol, so technically it's like universal. Oops. Oh god, that almost hit the mic. So it's just the symbols, but the instructions are in Korean. And my mother-in-law bought me this. She wants me to do the. She just like wanted me to do the set that's on the front of the cover. She's like, do all this right here. And so she went and picked. Where's like the little thingy? Because they have a bunch of other stuff in here too that she's probably gonna want me to make. I'm actually surprised she didn't pick this little hoodie thing. Then again, she wanted the bonnet, so that probably would have been too much. But it's got a bunch of other like little things. To be fair, all these are kind of more summery. Oh, this is cute though. I might need to make her this one day, the little bear. Just trying to make sure to have puff stitches in it, because I picked the wrong yarn to do puff stitches with. Oh no, it doesn't. I don't see any puff stitches in that pattern. Oh, see, I kind of wish she chose that now. Oh, you guys made a dream catcher? Wait, do you got any pictures of it? Or if you've already made some before and you got them on your Instagram, you can drop your Instagram link. Because we are link friendly around here for all our crafty besties. I'm just like holding my breath. I'm hoping one day no one malicious comes in and takes advantage of that. Having links open. I wonder if there's like a way... I can like... I don't know. Can Twitch like scan links to make sure they're not like bad links? I do kind of worry about that one day, but so far we've been lucky. But what do you call it? We're actually doing some unusual crochet because, you know, normally we do like the tiny amigurumi. We have my little examples out here. Like I normally do like the little amigurumi, little crochet. Wait, hold on. What the heck? Autocorrect turned it right back on. Or not autocorrect, I mean autofocus. I just turned it off. What the heck? That is bizarre. Hit apply. I'm just gonna keep that open. It's like that is so weird. It's like magically turning itself back on. Okay, now it's not. Okay. Now I'm gonna manually turn the focus up. You guys can see in better detail. That way you can see the stitches. From far away, people think these are plastic, and I'm like, nah, it's crochet. Little individual stitches. Like we usually do things like this, like little amigurumi. Stuff like that. That is so weird. The autofocus like just turned itself back on. That's kind of scary, honestly. Oh yeah, Colton, that bunny's called Molong. I think you've seen him. I think right on Netflix. So they have a little show. Though I've known Molong for like the longest time though, because they were originally just were stickers on Cacao Talk. And I would see like the little artwork of them. They were so cute. Like look up like Molong wallpaper. The cutest stuff will come up. But yeah, I love Molong. They're like my favorite character. But then again, I did fall in love with the other the other Korean character, Doguri, which is this little cute pink raccoon character right here. I love this sticker where they're like getting dragged away. I felt like that was perfect for the Valentine's Day one because I think it's like, oh, the girlfriend's dragging the boyfriend away. Like, come along now, we're going on a Valentine's date. It's just so cute. But I have like a little crocheted one that has like removable props, and like I can take out the little Starbucks cup. I finally have a printer now, so I was able to finally print out the little Starbucks logo. I can take the apple out, all that stuff. I did put a needle in the back so that way when I have him on the desk, he can like, he does sit straight up, but he's more super up straight so people don't see him as well, like from the stream, from y'all's point of view, from the way the webcam's angled. So I put the needle through. That way he leans back just a bit more, so you can see his face a bit better. Let's see. Wait, oh, I don't. I'll take but oh, I'll take a photo and post in a few seconds. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Can I click on this? Yes. Okay, the link was still openable. Okay. I want to see the dream catcher. Let me follow you on there. Oh, it's a pretty sunset though. Especially like this one. This one's like really artistic. I do love me. That's actually why I like my apartment. It's like we actually get really good sunsets here. And that's oh, it is sourdough, man. I tried making a sourdough starter a long time ago. I don't know why. It just didn't work for. I think because for me, it's like I kept forgetting to feed it. So and it's just like, and I didn't make sourdough enough. Not sourdough. Oh my god, I didn't make sourdough enough to like, because it was taking up so much flour to feed it, and but I'm like, I'm not making enough bread. You know what I mean? Like, so it was like, it just felt like I'm just kind of wasting flour. Ooh, the staff came back in and they checked my BP and it's still a little high, so they're gonna give me another hour, and they gave me some beet juice because you they heard you mention. Oh really? See, they know what's up. I told them like, yeah, get the beet juice. Anyone with high blood pressure, get you some beet juice. That shit works, and it tastes good. Like man, that stuff tastes straight up like candy. I was actually a bit nervous. Like I always thought beet juice would. I knew beets were really sweet. However, I thought it was gonna have like that weird, like a sickly sweet but still very strong vinegar, not vinegar, like vegetable taste. You know what I mean? I thought that's how beets were gonna taste. But this stuff, at least what we get, it just tastes straight up like candy. It's so good. I actually sometimes I'll pour it in a glass with some ice. It's just like a little refreshing beverage. It tasted so good. I know, right? Like, did I read that you're treated for caffeine and sugar poisoning? Alright, right? It sounds like something I'd probably be in for, right, Colton? Because like, I love my coffee and I have a sweet tooth and I love super sweet. Not super sweet coffee, but I do love sweet in my coffee. Oh, nowadays I try to use stevia more though. Wait, did you... Wait. Oh, following back, thank you. Let's see, if you want to give it a go, let me know. I might be able to help. The only problem is I'm not in a great position to bake though, like, because our Korean apartment, the kitchen is so small. But actually though, we do plan to move back to the States probably in 2 years, and one thing about Mr. Coffee, he loves to cook. So he's not really gonna be into baking, I think, but I do want to get into baking. But I definitely want to have like a bigger kitchen, because these kitchens are so tiny and they're so it's like so time consuming to do any kind of baking, at least any big baking. But I definitely want to get into making my own bread. Also, can you make, if you get like a sourdough starter, can you make it in a bread machine? I definitely want to get a bread machine that when we move back to the States. We actually almost thought about getting a bread machine here, because you literally just dunk the ingredients in and it does everything for you. However, if we did that, we wouldn't be able to use the machine in America. And that's why we're like, nah, let's not buy it. Let's wait till we go to America and buy one there. Because that's the problem, is the voltage difference. So we would have to like give it to my mother-in-law or something. Like actually most electronics we have, except the computer, of course, the computer and the Xbox we bought actually in America. We had to use like what they call like the piggy nose plug-in thingy. We use that just so we can play our Xbox. Yikes, it went up to 204? Damn. No, like how the EMT's like, yep, nope, you're going to the hospital. Like some people I don't do that, but I have an easy recipe though. Oh, okay, so it's not as intense as this one. Yeah, because the other ones were really intensive. It's like, you didn't keep feeding it.
You wanna go
and
get
sure,
some
once I got to the part where you
coffee?
put in the fridge, the problem is once I put mine in the fridge, I don't know if just the fridge was too cold, but it just seemed to stop growing after that, and it kind of seemed like the giving it more flour every, I think, other week was kind of pointless. And I was like really busy at the time, and I would always forget. Also, Liz, thank you for the follow, and welcome on in. Oh wait, the restream bot is all of a sudden working now. That's weird. Right, like Clota was on the YouTube side, and they're like, and I noticed I went through, I saw nothing from the restream bot, because usually the restream bot will like say anything like if like I post something, or I forget, I think when something like the stream starts, the restream bot will also say that, and I saw that nothing, there was like no text from it. I'm like, oh, I guess restream bot is down. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just down for a bit. And I need to get me some mason jars too. That's I think that was my big problem too. I had no big jar. Like the biggest jar I had was like this small, right? And that's probably not really good for a starter, right? Like you want to grow. But man, sourdough is really good. And I really miss also rye bread. I really miss rye, or like pumpernickel. Yeah, pumpernickel I really miss, and I just cannot find that stuff here. Like I can't even find the flour to make it with. So it's like I have no choice. I just have to wait until I go back to United States. I'm gonna buy so much damn pumpernickel when I get back. And one thing I'm really mad about is I visited my family back in last April, and I forgot to eat pumpernickel while I was there. That was on my list of things to do. I was there for 2 weeks, and it completely slipped my mind. I got to eat some other things, like I got to eat onion and liver, because for some reason beef liver is not really a thing here. Unfortunately. They have pork liver, but that doesn't taste the same. And I'm like, I want me some onion and beef liver. I know it's weird because some people hate liver, but I actually absolutely love it. Good for you too. It's got a lot of B vitamins, actually. But man, as soon as I get back to the States, I'm gonna get me lots of liver and onions and some sweet Vidalia onions. Because the thing is, really, you don't really have many different onion options here. The onions are pretty decent here, but like, one thing my husband said he actually hates is like, he's like, oh, the onions here always die quickly. And I noticed that too, because I've never really had onions go bad. When like, my parents would have onions like hanging from like the little, you know, like in the same package you get them from the store. Like they'll hang on the side of the, like our little wire rack thing in the kitchen for like weeks, and they never go bad. But here, I think maybe because the humidity is higher. But it's funny because I'm from Memphis, so that place is humid. But I think Korea is actually more humid than Memphis, especially when we're near the ocean. And they just like, especially in the summertime, man, the onions go bad quick. So you gotta like use them. And there's no sweet Vidalia onions here. I miss that. I miss sweet Vidalia onion dressing. Oh, and they don't have that. They don't even have ranch dressing here. I had to like smuggle like ranch dressing powder just so I could have some damn ranch dressing. They have something called yogurt dressing, but it's not the same. I think it's close to like a light ranch dressing, like if you were using yogurt instead of buttermilk. 'Cause, I mean, that's kind of what I do when I make ranch dressing. I just like pair yogurt and the ranch dressing powder. It tastes like a lighter ranch dressing basically, but they don't really have like dill here. They don't really have all the spices and like seasonings and herbs that you would usually use for ranch dressing. Or at least it's hard to find, or it's too expensive. Let's see, oh look, EMT said it wasn't likely a heart attack. Yeah, I feel like you'd be too young for a heart attack too. My BP would be upwards of 220 to 230. Ooh, but okay, but being at like, going up to like, what, 204, 206, that's getting creeping up though. Yeah. Oh, you're joking about that? My lover to give me chocolate for Valentine's Day? Oh no. Actually, maybe that's a good thing. If you had chocolate, maybe it would have pushed it over to the edge. That's the problem, right? Like, I love coffee and I love sugar, but yeah, too much of it though will literally put you in the hospital. Oh really? Okay, I didn't know you could keep onions in the fridge. Wait, maybe that was potato. That might be potatoes I'm thinking of. Let me see. Oh wait, did you post? Wait, hold on. Let me open up real quick. Get Instagram. I accidentally refreshed the restream chat, so like the chat all disappeared. But thankfully I have it on here, on this one. I want to see the dream catcher. Ooh. How long do these take to make though? I want to zoom in. Okay, I swear, Instagram, please make a zoom in feature. I swear to goodness. But hopefully you won't get no bad dreams. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sending on something different. Hold on. Oh, it opened in Chrome, that's why. Hold on. And that's technically my second Instagram that was gonna be for like Korea only. However though, oh wait. What do you call it? I think I might not use it. It's just too much trouble trying to post twice. Plus, I actually don't know if that could get my account banned, actually. Like, I've heard of some crafters getting their accounts, like, they don't really do anything wrong and just all of a sudden their account is gone. And I'm actually wondering if posting the same picture twice on two different accounts might make Twitch think one's a fraud. Yeah, I definitely don't want to get zapped. That would be very bad. There we go. So you got liked by 2 coffees and crochets. Let's see. Oh, they last me so much longer now. I keep my potatoes in the fridge now too. Everything goes bad too quickly otherwise. Known as I wasn't cooking enough. Same. But the problem is, though, it's like, right, if you don't really have a big family to cook for, though, it makes sense. Because, like, right? Because it's like a lot of work to have to cook from scratch. And just sometimes we don't have the time for it. But the problem is, yeah, especially like if you don't have like a lot of people to make that where they'll consume it quickly, stuff goes bad. The other thing I do like about carrots, though, is it seems like Korean carrots, well, I guess maybe just carrots in general, they take forever to go bad, honestly. Like, I can have carrots in the fridge for like months, and they'll still be good. Okay, whoops. I forgot which side I was on. Go. How it's looking. We're getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 2 more puff stitch rounds. That's what I kind of go by. Oh, the dream catcher took about 2 hours to finish. First one I made in a while though, so I could probably get down to an hour if I do it a few in a row. The same, cause like right, like always like the first thing always takes the longest, especially if you're making it either for the first time or if you haven't made it in a while. That's probably actually why I was like kind of like when I was like first doing the baby bonnet took me forever to make actually, because I was trying to get used to the lace. And then but thankfully the dress and the baby booties all had like similar lace patterns, so it kind of got my brain kind of down in gear. I still got a glance at the pattern though, just in case. And see, and also welcome in, Miss Nifty. How you doing? See, yeah, I'm so glad I have the Restream open on my other phone, because like the Restream bot's not sending the YouTube chat on it used to send it through both sides, which might mean Nifty might not be able to see the Twitch chat. I mean, technically they'll be able to see it here, thankfully, but it's supposed to like send both chats either way. It's supposed to send the Twitch chat to the YouTube side and then vice versa. So both people. That means like somebody on YouTube can communicate with somebody on Twitch. I'm like debating, like I've heard there's like ways to tweak it where you can get rid of the ugly like restream thingy, because it does get kind of, you know, it kind of junks up your chat a little bit with like, it says restream bot instead of the actual person saying something. I mean, that's what the restream chat is for, really. It, you know, it kind of condenses everybody's thing really nice. Like, see, it actually, like, you can see their logo, like YouTube logo and then Twitch logo. It's really nice. But the problem is, I wish they would do that for like the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat, where it looked a little bit cleaner. But instead, it's just like restream bot, and then like they put the name, the like brackets, the person speaking, and then they put the person's what do you call it, username or message after that. Wait, did I chain 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to chain 4. Oops, my bad. I'm like thinking of a different round. Let's only chain 1. And then single. Oh, this is the whatchamacallit round. Okay, I think. Oh man, this is the round right where we're before we do the next puff stitch round. Dang it! Like we're already at the next puff stitch, like close to it after this round. Okay. This is actually a pretty quick round though, it's just a bunch of chaining and single crochet. That's true, like, yeah, hopefully the stuff they print out, yeah, follow it to a T. Maybe try the DASH diet, that's what Mr. Coffee was trying to do. Yeah, they kind of give you like a list of things that, and they'll have like in different categories too, like you can have this, but just don't have it too much, or the try to avoid at all costs if you can. Kind of thing. And I definitely would like try to swap out any like sugar. Actually, it was one of the reasons I actually circled that I switched to coffee mix. Well, the only problem with coffee mix though, it does have sugar in it though. But we did opt for the more expensive stevia one. So thankfully they had a stevia one. But still, like the milk powder though in it still has like kind of like a like milk sugar though. So it's not completely clean. I kind of just wish I can get French Cafe. That's like the coffee mix I like. I just wish I can get their crystals, you know what I mean? Because for some reason it's actually kind of hard to get just regular coffee crystals here in Korea. Like sure they sell them, however they're only sold by like really one brand, maybe like 1 or 2. I haven't tried the other ones yet. The problem is they're quite expensive actually. Usually people just get coffee mix, like the little packets of coffee mix here. And I do not like Maxim coffee. I've bought the coffee crystal before. They taste like I don't know why it's the most popular brand here. It has a really weird aftertaste in my opinion. Like it tastes like bell peppers. It has like a bell pepper aftertaste to me. And Mr. Coffee confirmed it for me too. He said he could taste it as well. And I don't know why, but that's the top brand here and it drives me batty. I way prefer French Cafe. I just wish they sold their crystals separately instead of like in a mix, because then I can like sub my own like coconut milk or something instead. See, oh, I think I have caffeine sensei, so my raw limit is 2 cups, but I usually only have. Oh, really? So you only have like 1 cup of coffee? That is crazy. I thought like because of the caffeine and sugar poison, I thought you were like down in like 4 to 5 cups of coffee per day. And or possibly, are you getting your caffeine in another way? Like maybe that you don't realize? Wait, do you drink a lot of sodas, Circle? Because see, that would make sense, because like usually caffeine, I mean sodas also have caffeine in it and it's a lot of sugar. So even if you're only having like 1 cup of coffee, you could be getting too much excess caffeine from the sodas. I think they sell caffeine-free Coke, don't they? Oh, I had some chocolate to do that too, so that didn't help at all. Oh yeah, tea as well, because you gotta be careful, because some teas have caffeine in it that you won't realize. Like, right, you're just thinking you're drinking a nice little healthy cup of tea, and I guess it's fine, but the problem is you won't realize you're adding on to your caffeine limit if you already had like a bunch of coffee. Let's see, oh yeah, I barely make it through my 1 cup, so I probably could do more, probably without any issue, but I could probably do more without any issue. Yeah, because my coffee doesn't really have much caffeine in it. That's why I can like drink it at night. That's why I like my coffee mix. It's really just more. Actually, as another streamer put it, his name has changed and he doesn't really stream on Twitch that much anymore. He switched over to YouTube. But back when he was another Planet Zoo streamer named Swissney, and he said he also liked what do you call it? Instant coffee. I think he was also getting something similar to me too, where it's like the coffee packets, where it's got like the cream and sugar already in it, and you just like put like 1 or 2 in your coffee cup and add water. and he said it's basically like the hot cocoa of coffee, and that actually made sense because it's really just a sweet coffee flavored drink. And it does have some caffeine in it, yes, but not compared to actually like if you made your own coffee with coffee beans. But I do have, and I probably need to use them before they go bad. Just have to be careful because I have possibly a stomach ulcer, and man, when I drink like real coffee, my stomach does not get happy. I'm like in pain for the rest of the day. It's like I call it the spicy spot because like that, like the left side of my like abdomen will start hurting in like one particular area, and so I probably there's probably an ulcer right there. I do gotta be extra careful. That's also why I always drink milk with my coffee too, because if I just drink it straight up black, then it's like really, really bad. Usually I can kind of get away with maybe having 1 cup of real coffee if I have like enough milk in it to kind of like neutralize the acidity. All right, and you switch to LaCroix. Oh my god, I gotta like make sure not to call it LaCroix, because so many people in my hometown called it LaCroix, and I'm like, I gotta remember it's LaCroix, not LaCroix. Which is actually funny because when you think of like LaCroix, right, it makes me think of Crocs, like the shoes, but like in a like trying to say I'm fancy. So yeah, so I don't think LaCroix would have caffeine in it. That's what I mean. It might be the tea, maybe actually. Check if your tea has caffeine in it. Because actually, doesn't black tea have caffeine in it, I think? I think I remember it does. Because my mom would drink a lot of sweet tea. And she would usually use it as what do you call it? As like a caffeine boost. She'd always have like a big cup of iced tea when she'd go out gardening. Oh, did you know coffee beans are not seeds? Or I mean, not beans, they're actually seeds. That actually makes a lot of sense actually, because like, okay, like in Stardew, when you plant your coffee plant and you host, you get the coffee beans, you could technically just straight away plant it, right? But if you want to plant something like a fruit or something, you have to like throw it into the seed maker. Yeah, I know green tea, had caffeine, but I didn't know if Sergio was drinking green tea. I was gonna say those sounded like those shoes, yeah. Oh, you know what'd be funny? It'd be like a funny meme is be like Crocs, and then put the Crocs, those fancier Crocs now that have like the little charms and stuff like that have been getting popular, like that could be Le Crocs, like the fancier ones. God, I remember when Crocs took over like back in 2000, was it 3 or 4? Like every kid in my school had one, and I thought they were the ugliest things ever. The sad thing is they are really comfy though, and they actually are really great. My mom actually loved them for gardening. She called them her gardening shoes. Okay, yeah, so no salt, sugar, caffeine, nothing. That's good. But yeah, so I'm thinking like maybe check the tea, because if you're drinking black tea, Sergio, probably it's gonna have like a lot of caffeine in it. Oh, I used to only drink a cup of green tea. I do think actually they were kind of right though, that because now I'm actually drinking my matcha. I have matcha powder now that I make a matcha latte, not every day, but sometimes, and I can tell like that caffeine is like really clean. I feel like I get a lot more done actually when I drink like a matcha latte, and they're really good too, especially when we put some vanilla in it. Like if I get like all the proportions right, it tastes like vanilla, like matcha ice cream almost. Granted, I do sweeten it with stevia, so I'm probably putting a bit too much stevia in there, making it really sweet. But it does taste really good, especially when I put the vanilla. Like the vanilla really levels it up. What was I supposed to do for this one? Oh, I was supposed to actually crochet in that. This double crochet right here. There we go, then chain 1. And single crochet. Oh, the thing is I drank was a green tea mango juice thing with popping boba. Oh, that's the kind where they have like the fruit juice in it, right? And it's called Joyba, but oh my god, it's so bad for me. But yeah, it's my weakness. I love drinking it so much. That's the thing, it's like they need to come up with, that's why I like my coffee mix because it's almost like just coffee flavored stuff, right? Like, I mean, it is coffee, but it's like most of the caffeine is just like gone, but you still get like a nice coffee flavor from it. We need to make something for green tea where it's like a green tea flavor drink, but like none of the caffeine. Oh yeah, I love me the tapioca pearls. My sister loves like the strawberry boba, like with a little strawberry juice in there. What's this one? I gotta chain 4. I already had 1, so I just gotta do 3 more. Okay, now we're back to the dreaded puff stitch round because this yarn does not like puff stitches. This yarn has a bunch of tiny little strands of cotton yarn and they just wound it together, and it's like quite loose and it's like a nightmare to work with this yarn for puff stitches. I should have gotten acrylic, honestly. Is coffee mix better for you? Not necessarily, actually. Because it turns out my husband was talking about like, oh yeah, my dad used to drink like 6 of these a day, because usually like, if you want like a big cup of coffee you need like 3 of the packets, and he would have like 2 per day. That's exactly how much I said. And he said his dad gained so much weight during that time. I'm like, oh dear, because you know it's got like the artificial creamer and sugar in it. See, that's the problem, is that I just want to get the coffee crystals. Actually, if you get the coffee crystals, like coffee, because it's just instant coffee. They just call it coffee mix because they already put the creamer and sugar in there and just put in like a nice little aluminum packet for you. So if you could just get the coffee crystals and then like add your own like a healthier, like maybe like oat milk or something, like a healthy alternative, like less calorie, less sugar. I do prefer regular milk, but I do know that you have to worry about the milk sugars in there. And like put your own sweetener, then you'd be fine. They do have a stevia one now. It's a lot more expensive, but you still have to work. You still get the sugar from like the artificial creamer though. Not artificial, what do they call it? Non-dairy creamer, yeah. Yeah, so you still gotta worry about that. But if you can find some good instant coffee crystals, then you can like kind of make your own much healthier coffee. But the problem is I just can't seem to really find any here. Because Korea is just way too dominant with Maxim. Maxim, yeah. Maximum? What are they called? Yeah, Maxim coffee. I hate that coffee so much. It tastes, which is really weird because their caramel vanilla mocha one, those are fine. They don't have the bell pepper aftertaste, but everything else does. It's so bizarre. The regular plain crystals have it. Their coffee mix has it. They like the original flavor. But it's almost like they use a different coffee for the other one, like the caramel and stuff. So I don't know what they're doing. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate. That's the thing too. I've been trying to get some more water. And, oh, that's so Circle. Try to drink lots of water too. Wait, that actually could be another thing, Circle. Do you hardly drink water? Because they actually said when you're dehydrated, it can actually make your blood pressure quite go up a lot. And I think that was one of my problems actually. Was not only just having the sweet tooth, but I used to not drink enough water. And I'm like kind of chronically dehydrated. So yeah, you gotta be careful. Make sure to get some water in. Mr. Coffee got one of me these like Yetis things. It's so damn heavy though. But look, it actually says coffee and crochet on it. He got it ingrained. Let me take like a nice big old sip. Just the only problem is I'm back to having to use the restroom a lot if I drink like big gulps of that. I remember like one night I did really well. I had 2 of those in the whole day. Like 2 full what do they call it, a canteen? I don't know, but it was like full and I drank it all the way down twice in one day, and that night I could not stop getting up to pee. It ruined my sleep. I was actually almost fixed not being like nocturnal anymore because I had gone to bed early, like at like 2 a.m. instead of like 5 in the morning. But because I had to keep getting up to sleep, I basically didn't fall asleep until like 6 a.m. So it ruined my like sleep. I was like, no, I was almost not nocturnal anymore because I'm trying to get back to like being more of an early bird. I just gotta fix up my little circadian rhythm, and it's like fighting against me tooth and nail. My body wants to be a damn night owl so bad. But I love watching like, you know, morning sunrises in here, right? Like, so I would love to be able to be up early. And I actually love crocheting during the day, actually. Like, I love when the sunlight's coming through, and I can see all the scenery outside, like the mountains and stuff. Because I can't see anything out the window when it's dark, unfortunately. Like, oh, I guess I can see the city. Like, I can see the lights and stuff from the other buildings, but that's it. But like, I prefer greenery, though. I prefer getting to see the sky and the mountains. But the problem is my body so badly wants to be a damn night owl. Right? Like, we're trying to fight it. Like, our body just doesn't want to. It doesn't want to accept it. Oh, that was actually one of the ones. That was one of the instant coffees I do actually like. I actually have a canister of the decaf, but it's like only this much left. And it's kind of old. I got it like years ago. Or Mr. Coffee got it for me years ago. Like 2 years ago, I think. When he went on a business trip to America. I should have brought me back some. However, though, I had finally... This was before I discovered French Cafe. Now that I've discovered French Cafe, I've just been buying it here because it's a lot cheaper. Than trying to bring a bunch of those back with me if I do get to visit. But yeah, actually, Folgers was my favorite one. Folgers and Maxwell Coffee. Those are the two that I really liked. But do we have them here? Oh, do we have them here? They do not have Folgers. They have Maxwell. However, it tastes different. Like, it's more sour for some reason. And it's a powder, too. It's not like your regular crystals. They, like, powdered it, so it doesn't taste the same. They do have a coffee mix, though, of the Maxwell that actually tastes pretty good. I like that. But the problem is they don't sell it in bulk like they do the French Cafe, which is what I get. So it's like, but yeah, I definitely plan to probably have the Folgers instant coffee again. See, I love because it's just the crystals. Because actually, probably the instant coffee I was drinking in America was much healthier. Because like every day before I'd get ready for work, I'd like just boil the water, make me a cup, and then just put my own. I would put either Truvia, or a little bit of like the liquid stevia, and then I'll just use regular milk. That's the problem with using powdered milk, though, is it's actually not too good for your health, unfortunately. And I'm trying to also use coconut milk. I'm not sure if I'm too much with the coconut milk for coffee, though. It's kind of hard getting past the coconut flavor, I feel like. However, though, it actually, though, works with matcha. So I've been actually drinking matcha lattes with coconut milk. That actually, those two work together really well. But I want to try oat milk, though, and someone told me I need to get, like, barista oat milk. That has, like, the higher fat content, so it's going to be, like, much better. What do you call it? The coffee. Oh, my gosh. Trying to do puff stitches with this yarn is like chewing glass. Like, I have to, like, keep undoing so much. It just slows me down. Okay, there we go. That one went through a little bit more smooth. Wait, how'd you get your yarn for the project for, or did you have it on hand? Oh, my mother-in-law bought it for me, Colton. So she bought the book, and then she said, okay, now pick out a yarn, buy it, and she's gonna reimburse Mr. Coffee. I actually didn't know she was gonna pay me for this either, but she said she was gonna pay me $100 for, crocheting everything. I'm like, oh, nice, that's like a, right, I got, like, this is kind of like a gift, so I thought, okay, that makes sense, right? She just buys the book and buys the yarn, so I just crochet the item, and it's like a gift from both of us, basically. But no, she said she was gonna pay me $100 buckos, kind of like as a gratitude, like thank you. I'm like, that's actually a pretty good amount, I think, for this piece, especially since I didn't have to buy the materials too. Just the only problem is I regret picking this yarn. I just googled like baby yarn, and this was the first one to come up, and it was really affordable too because it was like they were having a sale where you can get 2 for $5. Like, and they're for like 50 grams, so you could get like, I guess 100 grams for $5, which is pretty good for yarn, right? And it had a high rating too, and it's not a bad yarn. Just it's not good for this kind of thing. It's not good for puff stitches. It's like, oh, actually, this probably would be good for amigurumi actually, because doing single crochet with this yarn is fine. It's just doing any long stitches, any like long strand stitches, it's like, ooh, it's so annoying. That we had already bought this yarn, so I had to stick with it though, unfortunately. Sucks, but oh well. Yo, what's up, Nintendo? How you doing? Wait, let me, uh-oh. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything from YouTube. Wait, I think Crocs are slippery if you make... That is true, actually, because, yeah, That's something I did not like about Crocs, was that if you got water on the inside part, they would just like slide off your feet. Makes me feel like they're not safe. Maybe, nah, I don't think you had a shitty pair. I think it's just the nature of them, unfortunately. That's my problems. I forgot. I gotta keep it's like, if I don't like touch this phone screen, it will turn off. I was hoping that since there's a chat on there, it would like not, you know, your phone won't automatically turn off, but nope, it's still gonna. So I'm gonna like make sure to keep an eye on this phone. Cause yeah, the Restream bot's not really going through today for some reason. Oh yeah, I probably should switch back to green tea. Yeah, especially matcha. I love, and apparently like matcha has even more caffeine than just regular green tea, but I've been loving matcha. Like, it's so good. It tastes way more creamy too. And I think you actually get like more of the antioxidants too, I think, from matcha powder. Just make sure to get the kind for drinking, because I made that mistake when I tried buying my own matcha powder, and I got like in big bulk for cheap, and it tasted horrible. Not horrible, but like not like what I remembered, because I had bought matcha powder in Japan, and it tasted wonderful. And I was like, this isn't what I remember. It turns out I bought baking grade matcha. So I'm gonna try to like bake matcha, like maybe muffins with it or something whenever I get the chance. I've been putting that off for like forever. Yo, what's up, Nintendo? How you doing? We're trying to quickly get this baby stuff done. We're working on the sleeves. Wait, let me get the coffee out of the way. But I want to show the dress part real quick, because we're working on the sleeves. I still got to make the front panels, but I got the back panel done, which was like the biggest part. So here's like the back, and then here's like the dress part. This took me like 4 days to make. It looks really nice, especially like if you don't look at it too closely, then you can't see the flaws, because I really hope they don't look at it too closely. It's more like this yarn. It's not flaws of my crochet, but more the flaws of this gosh darn yarn. Like if you snag the stitch below it, then that like one of the single strands is just gonna kind of lean out all loose and just look ugly. I might probably, when everything's done, I might go and inspect and just like glue everything down. I've been doing this for like some of the puff stitches in the beginning, which were really bad. They were really loose and ugly in the back side, so I was using like a little bit of fabric glue. This one says it can be laundered, or launderable, so that's why I've been using on that one, just to kind of like make them look nicer, because they were like horrible looking. I think now I've gotten a little bit, I found like a way to tweak it when I'm crocheting them, so they don't look as bad. Let's see, wait, $100 and that's a dress, did you say? What do you call it? Well, it's like a baby dress though, so it's not very big. I'm not like making, because she's like, this is for her 100-day celebration, so she's like 100 days old. So it's not a very big dress. But it also is partially a gift, and I didn't have to buy the yarn or the book. She bought the book for me, which I think was like 20-30 bucks, I think. Like it might have, like I need to Google this book and see how much it was. It was probably not cheap. And she bought all the yarn. We bought like a bunch of yarn. Like in the beginning, we had, I think, 8 skeins of these, and I got 4 left after this one. These are the last of it. I hope I have enough. I hope it's enough, actually. I'm getting kind of worried I might not have enough yarn. But what kind of yarn? It's just cotton. However, though, it's not like, it's kind of like, you know, like my milk cotton, right, where it's like, it splits a lot. So see, it's like this, which I actually was excited because I was thinking, ooh, any leftover I can use, like make some like micro flowers with or something. But the problem is, it's a nightmare to use for long stitches. But the thing is, I had looked up baby yarn, and this was the first thing that came up, and it was pretty affordable and on sale, and it had a good rating too. But I did see people having pictures of amigurumi with it, so this is probably better for like amigurumi, dish. It's okay with the double crochet though. It's okay with like that kind of stitch, but with the puff stitch, it's like a nightmare. Like it's battling me at every possible corner. Like, right, it's just like driving me absolutely nuts. Because you know, right, when you make a puff stitch, right, you gotta like pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. And when you try to pull all through the loops, oh, I done messed up something there. Yep, see, I just like actually snagged one of the little tiny strands of the previous round. And now that strand, like that little strand is kind of loose and like super visible now. Yeah, I gotta be careful of that too. I can't go too fast. That's what I don't like about this yarn. It's making me go slow. Like if I go very slow, I can make everything look nice and neat, but it's very time consuming. Like I could go much quicker than this if I had like just like a regular acrylic yarn. Especially in the beginning part, I gotta make sure, I kinda like have to wiggle my hook back and forth to get through all the strands without it snagging like a single one of the little strands. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta put on the Discord the oh, bat ears is here. Oh, speaking of bats, I saw like I've been getting like notifications from Reddit, like r/amigurumi, and someone made Batty from Fern Gully. Unfortunately, they didn't have a pattern though; they only freehanded it, but it looked really good too. I need to find it again. And it actually like made me, just out of curiosity, Google Fern Gully on YouTube, and turns out I could actually watch it, but I gotta use my VPN though. I just now discovered the YouTube channel called YouTube Movies and TV, because that's where I'm now watching Storm Chasers. I was watching on Discovery, not Discovery Plus, what was it called? Discovery Go, where you can watch like the free stuff with ads. And I saw it was on there and actually in better quality too, but they both require me to use a VPN. So I'm gonna watch that later. Now I haven't seen Fern Gully in years, man. So anyone in the US, like, see if like it pops up on y'all's YouTube. It should, I think. Yeah, when I looked up Fern Gully, I didn't know you could watch it for free with ads. Maybe it's like recent, like maybe they only added it recently. I know, right? Oh, my baby. Yeah, to make sure not to get bacon grade matcha. It's a lot darker too. When you look for bacon grade matcha or for matcha, you want to like find matcha that's like a very beautiful, bright, almost like a spring green. If it looks really kind of dark, almost like a more foresty kind of green, that's bacon grade. Don't get it, at least unless you plan to bake with it. But like for like beverages though, you want to get the nice bright spring green one. Oh yeah, you actually have it on DVD. I know my mom still has like the VHS somewhere. Oh, is this the bet they made? Wait, hold on. Let me show it real quick. Oh, I gotta switch the channel. There we go. Is that popping up on screen for y'all? There we go. Dang, do they crochet? Oh my god, like a crochet with that yarn? Holy moly, that would be... I feel like that would be a frogging nightmare if that's crocheted. It looks like eyelash yarn. But it looks so soft and fuzzy though. I love the big old ears. It looks so soft. Dang, if that was crocheted though, I don't know how. Like, if they made a mistake, like how they frog it, because that would be like, oh my god. I've heard like eyelash yarn, even like just Chanel yarn's a nightmare to frog sometimes. Oh, right, Batty was my favorite. He was. I love like the little Batty wrap. I actually used to have it on, I think it might still be on my iPod, I think actually. I had like my old classic iPod Classic, and I think I had the Batty wrap on there. Let's see, oh, time for me to head out, but thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for the raid by Amused. And I hope you have a wonderful night, 'cause I know it's probably like late your time. Actually, it's getting kind of late my time, it's like 6:12 p.m. Where's Mr. Coffee at? They're not making him do Yagun, are they? It's his birthday! Oh, maybe. I'm actually hoping it was sewing because, like, man, the thought of, like, crocheting with that yarn. Crazy. Okay, let's see. We're almost at the end of this round because I cannot wait to be done with this round. Because then we only have one more puff stitch round after that. Thank goodness. Yeah, trying to get through all those like little loops is a nightmare because it wants to like snag on, like to the outer bit. It'll just snag onto a single strand. It's like, it's driving me batty. there we go. I was like, why wouldn't let me pull up my strand of yarn? It's like, I didn't quite go through all the strands. I have like one little strand left. See, oh, gotta go soon. I gotta go soon too. Just had to continue drawing for a bit, trying to draw at least a little every day, even if it's just a doodle. That's actually probably good, because actually, that was what made it kind of hard for me to kind of stick with drawing. Is because like if I didn't draw in a while, like I would just like my skills would start degrading. So I'm like, and not to mention I can even like have like bad drawing days where like my hand just didn't want to know how to draw. And I'm like, yeah, I can't really make money off of this, at least for me, because it's like my drawing skills were just too inconsistent. But like at least with my crochet skills, they were always consistent. Like I can, even if I'm having a bad crochet day, I can at least always crochet something. Like I could always crochet a strawberry perfectly or something, you know, like just by following a pattern. That's why I decided to like make crochet like hopefully my little career choice, hopefully my little career path. And probably be a little bit, I think it'd probably also a little bit more niche than if I was trying to be like a graphic designer too, because like I feel like there's like so many graphic designers out there, so it's like the market's like way more saturated, so you have to like be very, very different to stand out a bit, right? But I feel like with crochet, like sure there is a lot of crochet, but I don't think there's like, it's not as saturated though, I feel like, as graphic or design or illustrator, you know? Right, yeah, so I was like, happening to me too, I better change it before it worsens. Yeah, I did see like, if you do like little like practices, like how to draw like little circles here and there, like you can like help get better at like drawing perfect circles or like better straight lines. The problem is there's like a lot of rigorous practicing, and I'm just like, I don't really have to do that with crochet. With crochet, it comes a lot more natural than it does drawing, I feel like. But what I do want to still use though is still use like what little drawing skill I do still have left, and just use it like for my own business. Like if I want to make my own, like, you know, like a banner or something. And pixel art has been a lot easier too. Like I've been actually liking using pixel art to do stuff with. At least I don't have to like worry about line art that as much. That was my big thing, was line art. I just could not, I don't know how people get like perfect line art unless you have like some kind of program like Procreate where you can get like the perfect lines. Cause like I just have like those like little tablets where you gotta look at the screen while you're drawing, and my line art would just be a bomb, like abysmal, like just horrible. Oh no, I thought you said Pixar first. Oh god, no, that's like the best of the best. I know, I meant pixel art. But yeah. Like, well, like if you see like on my Twitch, right, like the little banner for the little cafe scene, like I made that. That took me a couple days though. It was a lot of fun to make though. Cause I guess it's kind of like pixel art is like the Lego version of drawing, I guess.
Hey, you wanna grab some coffee?
You wanna go get some coffee?
Okay, double crochet. Oh, and also welcome in a little craft room. Oh, that's such a cute name too, little craft room. How about mind if I lurk while I plan my chemistry lesson? Oh, definitely, we are lurk friendly here, because you know, like we have a lot of crafters in here, so that's actually mostly what this our chat consists of. Actually, it's mostly lurkers, because you know they're also crocheting or knitting or drawing or painting. All they lurk, because I do that too. Especially, I don't do as much with streams, except for sometimes if I can find like a nice cozy crochet stream on at the same time, because of time zone differences, so not a lot of people are on like when I'm trying to crochet. But I like watch like studio vlogs on YouTube or something. I love watching those while I crochet. I need to catch up. I have a couple catnip studio vlogs I need to catch up on. But I don't normally do, especially because we have some new people coming in here today, but the problem is I don't normally do this kind of crochet where it's like clothing or big crochet. I'll actually show you what I really do. Mostly almost every stream. Let me get all my small stuff out. I actually crochet very tiny, I don't want to call it micro amigurumi because I'm not using embroidery floss, but I am like, I call myself like a miniature crochet artist. Where did the camera go? So I have manual focus on, so I'm gonna put this all the way max real quick. The little bar is so tiny. This is what I normally do. I normally do very small crochets like jewelry or sceneries, but I mostly do like a lot of amigurumi. This is my little OC petunia. Actually, maybe I should like make it not completely matte. Bring that back down. So the bar is so tiny on this thing. Is that better? Yeah, let me keep it here. I think that's better. That's petunia. If you know molong, I have like a bunch of crocheted molongs. I think I had like 5 of them at one point, though 2 of them I've given away. Let's see. I also do like a lot of flowers, and I do like lots of like desserts and stuff. I love doing crocheted food. There's like a rose I made like, I think like 2 years ago. I love like little animals. Like here's our tiny baby chicks. I need to make more of these. These are really quick to pop out. And here's like a little, we made this actually last Valentine's Day. Like we made like some Valentine candy. Oh, where's the little heart cake? And we made like a little old-fashioned like heart cake. Though it's a little bit skewed. It's like not as perfectly straight. But I had just made it for the desk, so I didn't really bother trying to make it perfect. Let's see, we got a little tiny like balloon dog. I had a blue one, however, I was in a rush to make up some gifts for Christmas, so I actually got it. I wrapped it up and I put like a little keychain on it, and I was gonna make that as like a gift for somebody. I forgot who I was gonna give it to. And like right now we're working on a commission. Where'd the little chicken go? Oh, where did the chicken go? Is that the chicken? No, that's her foot. We're working on a commission for Flutterbite, so the thing is today though, we had to put a pause on it. Here she is so far. Her legs, we have crocheted her legs, but they are separate. Because I'm gonna sew them on after I have her sitting down on a bench. This is her little character. And she's gonna have like her little farm animals, and here's like a little chicken. Uh-oh, it's a little bit too bright. Let me turn this light off real quick. That'll be a bit better. Her little chicken. I actually have a crocheted chicken scenery. Let me find it real quick. To kind of scroll down a bit. This is the original one I did as a commission for Kelly Cakes. She's another streamer. She won my 2-year streamiversary giveaway. That's actually where I developed the chicken, like the little tiny chicken pattern. I need to tweak it a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do like the little nose thingy. Okay, I gotta embroider that later. I totally forgot about that. This is the original one. This like took 2 weeks to make. Like I think if I sold that, I probably definitely had to be like in the hundreds of dollars, because that was like a lot of work. A lot of work, definitely. Let me get back on the chat there. There we go. Then I want to, because for some reason Restream is not working, or like the Restream bot, so I'm not seeing the YouTube side. So I want to make sure if anyone through YouTube comes through. Let's see, that's true. Yeah, everyone has like the different natural thingies going. Thingies though. It's also on land and a basket of carrots. Oh yeah, the petunia, right? Yeah, like especially now with felt, because I don't like really crocheting these big circles because they take forever to make. And I thought like, man, I gotta make 2 of them, but like that way I could put like cardboard through it. Then I found out I can actually just cut out a piece of cardboard, or well, it's really more like cardstock. Put that on there and then glue this and then sew it up. I think this one I did not sew it up because it was just for me. But for other ones, I do sew it through to make sure it's super secure. But actually, I mean, nothing's peeled off. It's just hot glue. But yeah, like I started really getting into sceneries, and I mostly do, before that I would do like, I'm still gonna do jewelry though. Like I have like rose earrings here. I have some snowflake earrings. Like see, I love to do like lots of like jewelry and stuff as well. Like just anything tiny I can think of. I think only recently I started doing the scenery, because I was like, you know what, because I would like put like little things on my desk when I crochet. And I have like a little tiki bar right here. It's like I call it an interactive one, because I can like take the character off. And I can have like my character hold like different props. Like see, she can hold this. It's got like a little bit of jewelry wire in there. I can just stick it through the stitch. Because that's the beauty of crochet, right? Like especially amigurumi. You have these like tight little stitches you can just kind of stick a needle through it, and it's not going to really affect it. I can even take the little sprout hat off. So they have, let me see, she's got a bit of loose piece of wire I use so that way they can actually sit on the seat. Let me flip it real quick. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, never mind. That's the only problem with the jewelry, you have to like fold it in half so that it will go through the amigurumi, because like the cut side is way too like it's snag onto the yarn. But see, I can like make them kind of like sit on there. And then we have like a giant circus tent from this year. We did like circus themed. That's actually where the balloon dog came in from, actually, was when we were doing like circus themed stuff. I got like a little cotton candy we did from that. We did like a little bit of different like state fair foods. I have some popcorn right here, like a little thing of popcorn. I even have like the loose kernels. Hold those up. These were, people thought they were really hard to make because they're very tiny, but they were actually really easy. It's literally just like 6 single crochet, 1 round of single crochet. Actually, no, I don't even think I did a round of single crochet. I think I literally just did 6 in the magic circle. Then I decreased, and then I did a puff stitch in the remaining 3 stitches. And voila, you had like a perfect popcorn kernel. Ah, shoot. And then we have like a little pretzel. From Easter, I have like a little Easter egg basket. This was one of my favorite little basket things I've made. It's just so cute. Originally, the original basket I made was actually like a typical like fruit basket. And I was like, wait, let me try this in Easter colors, and it worked perfect. And this will probably still one of my favorite things is the little fairy teacup. It's a little yellow teacup with embroidered tulips on them. That was the hard part though, trying to like embroider them and make sure there was enough spacing that they're all like spaced evenly, and thankfully they were. And I found I actually did write down how to do that. I actually found it earlier this week when I was going through some of my old patterns. I thought I just freehanded it completely. I know I'd be like, don't rip the egg, or don't rip the basket, the eggs might splat. They probably would. I do. Thankfully though, the handle's starched, so it helps kind of keep it up. But the problem is, I do worry though, if I was to like send this somewhere, I would probably need to put like a bunch of like foam or bubble wrap in there to keep the handle up without it, because it could easily like get squished like this. They probably could fix it, but you know, not everyone's gonna have like fabric glue on hand possibly. And then like that's one of the big like sakura flower I've made. I need to make more of these because you know spring's coming up. That one I followed a pattern on YouTube though for the big one. The other like smaller ones I usually just freehand those. I know like the little chicken being a chicken hiding somewhere. I know, right? I thought I picked up the chicken in like the little basket I had everything in, and I accidentally grabbed her foot, like the little character I showed earlier. So that's her little shoe. I haven't put the lace on it yet, so from this like direction, it looked like the chicken. I was like, wait, no, that's her foot, not the chicken. Let me see, like, oh, you're still here, Nifty. Oh, don't worry, I read your chat about the Crocs. They do be some dangerous slippery shoes. Though I don't think my mom usually wears them though when it's wet. Like she just likes it to wear it when she's like, right? Because you would get tennis shoes all nasty when you're out gardening in the soil. But like the Crocs, she could just spray them off at the end of the day. The only thing is like critters can get in them though. But she loved them though. She loved them for gardening. Hey, what's up, Teresa? How you doing? Let's see. Oh, time's for me to get going. See ya, Nintendo. I'm glad you got to see the progress on the little baby dress. So yeah, this is one sleeve, so I still got to do another panel of this, and then I can do the front panels. I'm just trying to hopefully get it done. I need to get everything done before, like, by at least Saturday evening, hopefully. That's my only worry. Okay, we just did. What's after the puff stitch round? Let me see. Trying to see right where we're at. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so we're on this round. Ooh, see, we're almost there. I'm almost like about here. On the graphic, about right there. Chain 4 again. I think I already chained 1, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So I got to chain 3 more. Then we big double crochet in the same spot. Nope. And chain 1 space. Okay. Oh, we're making a minion toy. A friend was giving this crochet minion kit, and couldn't do it. So I'm having it go for her. Made the head, dungarees, and eyes, and goggles, and straps, and now we're doing the hands. Sure, cause I remember those crochet kits. Wait, does your friend know how to crochet, or they bought the kit and we're gonna try to learn how to crochet with this kit? Cause I can understand like when you get a kit of something that you've maybe never done before, that can be kind of hard. And or maybe like never done amigurumi before, maybe, because we have a few crocheters I've met that are actually really good at making the clothing, but they have a really hard time with amigurumi. I'm like the opposite. I'm really good at the amigurumi, but I'm like really bad at clothing. I think I'm okay if I follow a pattern, but if I try to make it from myself though, like try to freehand it, it doesn't go so well for me. Let's see, what do I gotta do after that? Oh, now I go into this single crochet right here. This round's pretty easy. It's just a bunch of double crochet. Ah, look at that. This yarn. It's gonna drive me nuts. So, like, if you just like accidentally snag like one of the strands, it's just like it ruins your whole stitch. You need to like have no choice but to kind of like redo it. Oh, welcome in, Friday. Hope I'm saying your name right. Let me know if I've said it correctly, because there have been times where I have butchered people's usernames. Okay, so only basic crocheting, and we'll skip to the kit because the minion is called Bob. So same name as her husband. Oh, that's cute though. Oh, it's like the minion is she gonna give the minion to her husband? That'd be so adorable. Okay, so they only are able to do like basic crochet at the moment. Well, hopefully though, they'll get to the point where they can do amigurumi. I guess I feel like amigurumi is usually pretty beginner friendly because you don't have to use a lot of fancy stitches. But I know it can be like hard to deal with, like the, you know, you gotta learn to work in the round, gotta do a lot of counting. Well, I guess like anything, you have to do a lot of counting, to be honest. Okay, I'll just call you Frey for short. Let's see, but we're working on a little baby dress. I don't normally do the big crochet. I don't really normally do clothes. I actually usually do amigurumi, and usually small amigurumi, actually, like little characters like this. Well, you can see the crochet stitches. I have my thing on. I have the autofocus turned off. This is like normally what I do. I usually do tiny amigurumi, but my mother-in-law purchased this book, and she wanted me to start making some clothing for my niece that was recently born back in November. In Korea, they have something called Paekgil, which means 100 days, and it's like a little celebration for the babies. Oh yeah, guys, I got it wrong. For everyone, I told everyone last week, I was like, oh yeah, this is like the big celebration where like the baby. Some people might have seen this on social media too, where the baby has these items laid out in front of them, and if they have to go up and pick one, and that like determines their career. Turns out that's during the 1 year birthday, not the 100 days. The 100 days is actually just like a cute photo shoot, really. I was like, oh, that's why we're not going. It's not really like a big party. But he did say we should be able to go to the 1 year, which will be this coming up November. So I want to definitely prepare for that. I actually want to, since she was born near the rabbit, and actually her nickname is Ganchoki, which means hopping, because in Korea, there's something called taemong, which means like a certain dream you have. Usually either, I don't know if the pregnant person usually has it, but like either someone related to the pregnant person, like a relative, or the spouse, like who helped make the baby, right? Have a dream, and usually it's of an animal, like a tiger or a bear, or a pig. And the thing is that if you actually dream of a pig, that's a good thing. It actually means that you're going to be like super wealthy, I think. Or a cow. Cow or pig are really good to dream. Her husband, my brother-in-law, dreamed of a bunny, so that means her nickname is gonna be Ganchoki. So it fits perfect too, especially because she was born year of the rabbit, which is crazy. So I want to make her like something like this. Maybe not this exact scenario, because I want to make it more fall-like, I think. So I might do maybe the fall version of Petunia that I did back during Chuseok, because Chuseok is like Korea's Thanksgiving. So I might do something more like this, like make a cute little scenery, like a fall scenery, I think, and just have that for her room for maybe her first birthday. Yeah, amigurumi is easier and better to start than granny squares, and I will die on this hill. Exactly right. Actually, I remember the lady, does anyone remember the lady who said like start with amigurumi, not granny squares? Because they're like, especially if you have ADHD too, right? Like you'll make a bunch of squares and you're like, okay, what do I do with all these now, right? But at least like with amigurumi, you like feel more completed, right? Because, you know, from start to finish, then when you're done, you have this like cute like little animal. But with granny squares though, then you gotta sew it all together. no one wants to do that. Let's see. Oh, I've only just learned how to read crochet patterns by printing off a pattern that was under a YouTube video, so I followed along while reading the pattern and it worked. Oh, it was a pumpkin pattern. And I need to make some. I got a little pumpkin right here actually. This is actually my little pumpkin earring pattern. Probably kind of blurry. Let me hold it back a little bit down here. And to get the curly Q, I sewed on the leaf, and I left one of the yarn tails, and I put a little bit of fabric glue on it and wrapped it. No, I wrap it around first. I wrap it around my sewing needle first, and then I dab like the glue on the outside because it dries clear, right? And I let that dry. And the great thing, because it's a needle, I can kind of stick it into the amigurumi so it like holds in place. And then like after like maybe about like 20 minutes, I pull it out and it's got this perfect little curly Q. Hey, what's up, Flippa? How you doing? Wait, hold on, we gotta get Flippa a shout out. Oh, Mr. Coffee came home. He's on the phone, I think, with my mother-in-law. Oh, I think too tired crochet will go insane doing things that small. There's people than me that actually do even smaller than me. Oh, we have like 2 rabbits in IRL. Let's see. Oh, it's by Elise. Oh, that name looks familiar. I may have seen one of their videos actually. Elise Myers. Or maybe I followed them on Instagram possibly, because there's actually some people I followed on Instagram, but I had no idea they were YouTubers. And then like I'll just see a crochet pattern and I'll see the name. I'm like, oh, that is the person I follow on Instagram. So I'll have to like check that later. I bet I do though, because that name rings a bell. Oh, but also Frey, my little secret though of what makes it kind of easier to do that kind of crochet small, because usually, right, when people do that kind of tiny crochet, they're using embroidery floss or some kind of cotton thread, right? The problem is cotton thread is quite stiff. It is really good for flowers though. I actually recommend using that kind of like yarn, or like, well, it's not really yarn, like thread. I prefer using thread for flowers. However, for the tiny amigurumi characters, I actually use regular yarn and I split it. I use like a single strand, but it's still stretchy and soft. So it makes it a lot less hard to crochet, because I've tried crocheting the amigurumi with the embroidery floss and it's like really hard, because like there's like no give to it. It's like very, very stiff. Actually, this little bunny here, that's made with Karen Simply Soft, like a single strand of Karen Simply Soft. Nowadays I use something called Milk Cotton. This brand right here, I love this brand because it has so many colors, but I get like 5 strands from this yarn. You can see like, right, it splits. This is the same yarn that I made the pumpkin with. See, that's the exact orange. And it's made tiny crochet so much easier. Just so much easier, especially this yarn in particular, because it's got a stretch to it, but it's not like acrylic where it loses its stretch. It's got like a bounciness to it. But you gotta be careful though, like be careful if you make this as a gift for somebody, make sure they do not have a milk allergy, okay? Because apparently this yarn can actually make people have a reaction if they have a milk allergy. Not to be confused with lactose intolerance, that's different. Or more like similar. I think like all people who have a milk allergy will be lactose intolerant, but not all people who are lactose intolerant have a milk allergy. Because like these are people who, like, if they touch milk, like it touches their skin, they go anaphylactic. Which obviously we know, like, lactose intolerant people, that's not happening to them. They just get like a little bit of digestive issue, but they're able to like touch milk, right? But yeah, this is for people who cannot touch milk because of the protein in it. They have like some kind of allergic reaction to it. Which I had no idea that was like milk allergy was like that serious. And some kids a while back that had milk allergies were having allergic reactions to when they were wearing clothing made of milk cotton. So it's probably not as dangerous as touching like raw, like actual milk itself, but it's still present enough that it can like give them a reaction. But thankfully, so that's why I always put like a little disclaimer on like my little coffee page. Like if people want to buy the earrings, like please, if you or anyone you plan to give this to has a milk allergy, make sure they don't. Because I can always make the same thing again just with the acrylic yarn or some 100% cotton yarn.
Over? It's
Over.
almost over?
Almost. I'm working on the sleeve.
Oh. The 팔 양쪽.
Oh, did they receive the line? Did it come in? Let me see. What's up, Mattia Sunday? How you doing? Welcome on in. We're doing some big crochet today. I'm working on a little outfit for my niece.
잘 받았어. 근데 그렇게 붙이는 게 괜찮은 것 같아.
Maybe we can grab some coffee?
You want to go get some coffee with me?
Also, Free, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, Mr. Coffee on the phone with mother-in-law. She was asking about. She's the one who paid me, paid the book, bought the yarn for me, and is paying me to make this for my niece. So she wanted to know if it's like almost done. We're getting there. But I gotta get this done by more like by Saturday, because we're gonna see them Sunday for lunch. So I gotta make sure I get this done. The problem is though, I gotta try not to be like nocturnal anymore though. That's why today I was like, you know, instead of like working on the commission, we're gonna like try to knock this out. So at least as I'm getting this done, right? If I didn't do this during stream, I would have had to do all this after stream, which means I probably would have to stay up all night. I probably am gonna stay up all night tonight. Well, no, I can't because I gotta go to lunch tomorrow with my teacher. Crap. Or I could probably go to bed by 2 at least. And I'll be like, oh, better get to it, yeah. Oh, but did they get the wine? Oh, that's good. But yeah, I'm trying to speed run this today, get this done. Huh? You said mogi, is there a mosquito?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I guess it felt kind of warm today, so I'm like, dang it, are those mosquitoes back already? Because the mosquitoes here are relentless, man. They were like still buzzing around in freaking December, even though it was cold. Korean mosquitoes are a different level. They're a whole different beast. And or it's maybe because we're by a mountain, so maybe it's like specifically the mountain mosquitoes. Because they're a little bit bigger than regular mosquitoes, and they're just like tough as nails. They never seem to die. They are relentless little buggers. Oh, apologies, my fiancé distracted me. I just said hello. How are you today? Oh, doing good. We're getting all this sleeve done. Then I gotta make another one today, and then we can work on the front panels. I'm trying to get as much done as I can. We're actually almost done with this sleeve. We got one more puff stitch round after this. Let's see, and after the puff stitch round, oh, we still have to do one more like not a shell stitch round. This is a really easy. Actually, the round we're doing right now, actually. So that'll be easy peasy. Let's see. Oh, have you ever made yourself crochet clothing? I attempted it, and it was not so good at all. Like I tried making a sweater dress a long time ago. It looked fine when I laid it out on the table, but when I wore it, it bunched up in weird places, and it was just like, what the heck? Uh-oh, wait, what are this? Oh wait, no, I did. Okay, I'm doing right. Okay. I was like, am I doing this correctly? Yeah, it's only 2. Okay. And I got turn chain 4. The problem is though, I'm not very good at freehanding clothing, so I basically need a pattern, like, because I just tried freehanding the sweater dress. Right, like I thought I just had to make something that would be like bodycon shaped, and it's like, I don't know why, it bunched up in the hips really weird, to where it looked like a spike. Like, it looked like this. Like, on my hips, like, spiking upward. It looked really weird. And I was just like, what the heck? Oh, shoot, you got second ads? Oh, okie dokie. I'll put a pin in the convo. Actually, though, did we get any lucky people who didn't get struck by ads? Because we have, like, I know, like, May Sheep's one of them. May Sheep's, like, one of the people who are spared by the, by the ads sometimes. Ah, shoot, that one's a bit too loose. Now we just go in this middle stitch. Oh yeah, what time do we meet your mom?
Oh, I'm texting
All
the
the...
place.
Is she still gonna come back to the apartment, or... Okay, so that would have been more like if it was eating dinner with them, they would have come back for like drinks and stuff, right? But for lunchtime, not really.
But
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, I gotta... Okay. Yeah, I gotta finish this. I'm like... And I gotta go lunch. Oh, that's the teacher picked the place too. She picked the expensive place. Remember the place you saw? You're like, wow, that's expensive. So probably we'll eat the Jung one, the medium size. But we're gonna meet her at the entrance and walk there together. Which actually sucks because I could have easily get there quicker on the bus. I actually have to walk more from the bus stop, from the bus 29 bus stop to the entrance of the university. Like, it's only a 5-minute walk away if I go just straight to the restaurant. But if I go to the university, I gotta walk like 11 minutes, and we're gonna meet there like 11:50. Hopefully it won't be too long. Yo, what's up, Fire Pastel? How you been doing? I know we're actually doing some big crochet today. I am on a crunch time, because this has to be done by Sunday, and it's Thursday night. Oopsie. I keep always going for that third double crochet when I keep forgetting I need to chain 3 in between that one. But the problem is, though, it means... Oh, you back from ads? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I had kind of kept a pin in the convo. Yeah, when people tell me when there are ads in, I just will kind of stay quiet. Until you guys get back from ad purgatory. Okay, there we go. What do you call it? Yes, this is for my niece's peg getting her 100th day. And I got it wrong too. I thought this was the ceremony where the baby picks up the item that determines like what their career will be like. Or not determine, more like theorize, I should say. But it turns out that's during the 1-year celebration, not the 100th day. 100th day is more like just a small get together and like a photo shoot, really. And I think that's why they want her to wear this, that she's gonna wear this in the little photo shoot. It looks so cute in it. The problem is I gotta get it done. And I gotta assemble it too. That's the part I'm a little worried about, is like the assembly part. Is right? That's the thing I don't like about crochet clothing. You can crochet the pieces that you need beautifully, and then it can all go to crap when you sew it together and it looks weird. Especially when you have to sew like double crochets together. Like, right? Like when you sew like single crochet, it's so easy because you just like crochet in the same spot, like this between the 2 stitches. And it's all nice and even, but when it's like longer stitches, it gets all kind of muddled a little bit. I feel like it's hard to keep things perfectly straight and in order. Let me see. Oh, and you use the Rosebud Raglan? I hope I said that right. By Knits and Knots, and it's a fabulous sweater maker. And I made 4 of her Rosebud collections. Oh, that must mean she's like a really good like what do they call them? Wearables? Yeah, wearables designer. Like, right? Like, I really like Club Crochet. He's a pretty awesome dude. He does like really good amigurumi. And he's actually married to Jules, who's really good knit designer. She makes really nice like sweaters and cowls and stuff. And her stuff is really beautiful. And they're like the complete opposites, right? Like, she's a knitter and he's a crocheter. But he doesn't really crochet clothing, right? Except for maybe some beanies. But We mostly do like amigurumi. I know, that's why I prefer seamless patterns. Exactly, yeah, because there are some like outfits where you just like do it completely in the round. This one though, I think the reason why I had to be open though is because I guess to make something where you can actually put the sleeves, and then one where, because there are gonna be buttons on this. This is the part I just finished right here. I finished the back part, so I still gotta do this part in the front. Which hopefully this will be a lot quicker, because this was a massive beast that took me forever to do. Like it took me like 3 to 4 days. But I'm hoping these two will be a little bit quicker to put out, especially because some of the width is going to come from all these single crochets right here, so this is probably a bit shorter. Let me see how many's in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many were in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. There was 15. And it's basically half. See, that's me. It might almost take the same amount of time it took me to do that one. Wait, what were you studying? What is the dream career you're shooting for? Oh, dream career I'm shooting for is crochet career. More, it's like a mix of being my own business, content creating, like YouTube, Twitch, having my own like shop, writing patterns, but also selling also physical items. That's like the dream career. But what I was studying though for was not like an actual course. So there, I just was taking Korean classes because I live here in South Korea, and I'm trying to get my Korean a little bit better, so I can speak with my in-laws a bit more comfortably because they don't know how to. Well, I think my father-in-law knows how to speak English, but my mother-in-law does not. She only knows how to speak French and Korean, but I don't speak French, unfortunately. Makes me wish I was Canadian sometimes, and maybe we probably could have. She probably would have loved me if I was Canadian, because then we could, if I was especially French Canadian. Because then we could like speak in French, and she would have somebody she could speak French with. Because when I was here in Korea, she has no one really to speak French with. And what do you call it? And also, at least on the YouTube side, I try to make my patterns in both English and Korean. However, I want to eventually make paid patterns in Korean as well. However, I want to make sure that my Korean's, you know, to a T perfect. So, you know, I don't want someone purchasing a pattern and they'll be like, what the heck? This is like unreadable. You know, like, right? Like, I can't read this or understand it. So I want to make sure. It actually helps having crochet books in Korean. The only problem is this book is mostly the symbols, like, and only a little bit of text. But I do have a crochet amigurumi book in English. Not English, in Korean. And it has both. It has the symbols and the like line by line of the instructions, which is nice. So that can kind of help me like learn the terminology, the sentence structure, like what's like, because you know, like with crochet, right, we kind of use the same sentences over and over again, like the same terms, like the same, what they call it, lexical chunks. I don't know if they call it in grammar, but it's like, you know, you kind of say the same phrases over and over again for simplicity. And so that's what I want to use it for. I want to use it to get like more familiar with those like phrases, especially when it comes to assembling the item, because I'm pretty okay with telling the instructions on what to do in the round. I got that down because I know most of the crochet stitches I typically use in amigurumi. I'm okay with that. But when it comes down to like talking about how to put it together, like how to assemble it, where to sew, that's where it gets a little tricky for me. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I didn't chain too much, because there's been times where I accidentally chained like 4 instead of 3. So what is after? Oh, actually, after this pattern, after this row is a really quick row, and then it's to our very final puff stitch round. Oh, my phone turned off again. Okay, we didn't get any chat from YouTube, thank goodness. I always get worried when this like fade, you know, like that turns off, or not turns off, goes to sleep, I should say. When it goes to sleep, then I don't see the YouTube chat anymore. Yeah, it seems like I need maybe because I just reconnected Restream, so maybe the Restream bot, I have to like reconnect that too. It was coming in through earlier a little bit today, so I don't know if it's just the Restream bot is down, or I don't know. We'll just have to see. Maybe I can like remove and then re-add it and see if that fixes it. Almost there. Probably I'll end stream probably when we finish this sleeve. More because like you have to like chain like 70 something, and I hate chaining like long numbers on stream because I have to like use all my brain cells. I got a few more rounds left. Yeah, shoot. Alright, now the quick round for the dreaded puff stitch round. Say, oh, I really want to mini crochet a bunch of little rainbow mushrooms when I get the chance. I feel like actually mushrooms would probably be something kind of easy to do, like not too hard, not too much sewing. And all you really gotta do is just find like an already somewhat already small like mushroom pattern, but it's like used in like what do you call it, crochet, like regular like worsted weight crochet, and then just do that with tinier yarn. You could always start with like fingering yarn. Like if you can probably work with fingering yarn pretty easily, then you could probably get down even to like almost thread eventually.
So.
Oh yeah, everyone, wish Mr. Coffee a happy birthday. It's his birthday today.
Yeah, gotta work.
Oh man, still?
Yeah.
Did they make you do yagen today?
I did.
Damn, on your birthday?
Oh, I had to.
Oh, but they bought you pizza though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we know it's your birthday, so we bought you pizza, but we want you to like overwork. We want you to stay late tonight. What the heck?
Yo.
Oh, is that really the trend in Korea?
Oh.
But I feel like even American.
People who rich, being rich.
Mm.
You got a blue word?
More to say, business person who worked hard to become rich, right? Because if they're just nepo baby, then they just go out and party and still make lots of money. Oh, Vibrant Pastel says happy birthday.
Thank you, Vibrant Pastel.
Oh, absolutely. New puppy just has. Oh, me, my toes like to eat the thread like my cat. Oh dear. Oh man, it makes me think of the funny meme, right? The guy opening the lion's mouth, and it's like when your dog is chewing something, you hear someone they're chewing something, you're like, "What's in your mouth?" That was with Daisy, man. When she was a puppy, like we had to keep any plastic wrapping from her. Like if it dropped on it, she went for it. She'd beeline straight for the plastic and try to eat it, gobble it up. And you're like, "No, you can't eat that." Like, thankfully she outgrew it, because now it's like she don't really care about plastic wrapping anymore, but it was her thing when she was a puppy, man. I know, she'd be literally putting everything in her mouth. I guess it's that state, so it must be like a puppy stage thing where they're like, you know, they're like, oh, they just see something on the ground, ooh, food. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, because like even human babies, we have to like make sure they're not putting crap in their mouth. That's the problem with like any baby of the world, whether it's a baby human or a baby animal. They're all kind of dumb. They'll eat anything, they'll put anything in their gosh darn mouths. Oh, right. Okay, we're about to do the last puff stitch round, and then there's just an easy round after that. That'll be good. Oh, dang, that's kind of sad though. She had kennel cough. Oh, that's kind of funny. Now that she's better, she's become crazy. So the docile, sick puppy you adopted, like, right, like a kennel cough probably is a bit more, not as wild, but as soon as she starts feeling better, you realize she's an absolute pure ball of chaos and craziness. I feel like that emote just perfectly sums it up. Wait, I don't see any typos. Are there typos? My brain is not registering any typos at the moment. Maybe I'm like typo fluent or auto. They call it. I'm fluent in autocorrect typos. Cause yeah, I feel like autocorrect is their mission is to make us look stupid. I genuinely believe that's autocorrect's mission. We just try to type a normal sentence and then it like for some reason will will swap out a word that's just ever so slightly misspelled by like one word off, and it'll put like a completely different word, and it makes you sound unhinged and crazy, and I hate it. Yeah, best skill for a streamer, honestly. Yeah. That might be hell, because there were like one the other day where someone's like, "Oh, sorry for my typos," and I actually was able to read the sentence like perfectly fine. Like I knew what they meant. One of the ones I hate though was were you here when I told this story, Vibrant? Is also a club crochet story, where Louis was kind of making fun of himself, like saying, "Yeah, I'm kind of a nerd. Like I'm not really that cool." And then I was trying to type, "But you're the coolest nerd." And but you know, like how you put U, like the letter U for shorthand for YOU, it autocorrect changed it to I, so my sentence was, "But I am the coolest nerd." Like, oh, it just changed the vibe of my sentence. Thankfully, he knows that was because it turns out he was actually lurking in my Twitch chat at the time I was telling that story, so he now knows that was just like a big F up on like typo, so he thought that was hilarious. But it's like, oh, that just sounded so egotistical and stuff, right? I was trying to like give him a compliment. Absolute evil, right? Yeah, autocorrect is absolutely evil. Totally just changing it, the meaning of my sentence, right? And I'm just like, autocorrect? Please F off. Be so kind to F off and not mess up my sentence in that way. Or is it sometimes I'll have like a perfectly spelled word and it'll swap it for a different word, and it just drives me batty, and I'm like, why? I do wonder, like, is there also part of autocorrect where it just tries to, you know, like how Grammarly tries to like give better word suggestions? Can autocorrect do that too? Because it's done that to me a few times where it's like taken perfectly spelled words and just swapped up for different ones. And it just drives me nuts. I do have Grammarly installed. Is there a way like Grammarly can kind of mess with it? I usually you have to click on it though for it to complete it. Like the little Grammarly thing would pop up. This would just like kind of automatically happen on my phone though. I don't think I have Grammarly on the phone. I only have it on the computer. There we go. That's the key, is I just gotta go kind of slow with these puff stitches because this gosh darn yarn. Not good at puff stitches. It's good at the other stitches, but not puff stitches. And this darn pattern has so many puff stitches. Okay, so from my understanding, it has to do with how often you use a word and it'll swap it out. Right, like I didn't ask you to swap out a perfectly spelled word. You're supposed to like correct my spelling, not like mess up my entire sentence by swapping out words willy-nilly. So that's why. I thought I was crazy. It's trying to be too smart. I know, right? It's become too smart that it's become smart ass. That's what it's become. Yeah, autocorrect be smart. It's a real smart ass, that's what it is. At least now. So now I know one of its dirty little powers, so okay, I'm not crazy after all. I was always wondering why it was swapping out perfectly spelled words. They need to they need to uninstall that feature of autocorrect, to be fair. Like, just delete that feature completely. That feature is 100% unnecessary. We don't need autocorrect trying to teach us how to to monitor like what words we're allowed to use. And it'd be funny, it'd be like totally innocent words like cake or a shoe or something like words like that. And it's just like oh no, wait. Dang it, when the strands fell off. Okay, there we go. I think we're safe, because I do not want to frog this again. Oh no, we're almost out of yarn. I don't know if it'll be enough for the next round though. I was hoping like this would be like enough for the next round and then enough for like sewing, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see if we win this game of yarn chicken. But first it's like tangling up on me a little bit. Ooh, actually, I don't. Oh, we're not even. I thought we were almost done with the round. We're like barely halfway. Yeah, I'm going to add more on soon. Dang it. Yeah, there's no way I could do one more round. Not if we're doing puff stitches, that's for sure. Oh, really? Like, so autocorrect doesn't know when my pup's breeds. It keeps telling me I'm spelling
You want to go get some coffee?
Manolis? How was I saying that wrong? Manolis incorrect. What's up, Viper Dogfish? How you doing? Welcome on in. We're doing some big crochet for once. I normally do tiny amigurumi, but I'm making a little dress for my niece for her 100-day celebration. I call that peg here in Korea. And so it's kind of like a cute like little photo shoot. Just kind of to get your baby all decorated up and cute and get like, they just sit on a table with a bunch of decorations around them and you take like some photos. It's really adorable. We're almost done with this sleeve, but we're about to have to add on some more yarn really soon, like real soon. Actually, I should probably, I don't know, should I add it on now or should I wait? Why the tail keeps like tangling itself? What the heck? I just got it detangled, now it tangled again? This yarn, I swear.
Hey, will you grab some coffee?
You want to go get some coffee with me?
How's that? Welcome in, Electricity. How you doing? Oh, almost forgot. Okay, nothing from the YouTube side. Okay. I keep forgetting, like, whenever my phone goes to sleep, I don't see the YouTube chat anymore. Because Restream Bot is working. It seems like it's working for the follow. It's like, you guys see Restream Bot, and it'll show, like, who followed. I think that's showing on the YouTube side. Well, both. It's showing both. Like, it takes from the Twitch chat to show the YouTube and vice versa, but it's not working for people who are chattering on the YouTube side, unfortunately. So we had Clawton earlier. They were actually on the YouTube side first, and they're like, they realized the chat wasn't going through. At least not on the Twitch chat. That's what the whole point of the Restream Bot is for. So I don't have to have two chats open. Yeah, I'm going to redo this one. Yeah, this yarn is hard to do. Should have picked a different yarn. I should have picked acrylic. It's nice though, like it's soft, like the quality's good and everything, it's just not good for puff stitches. I think I can swap now. Nope, doing well, starting my morning early. Oh, morning? Oh, you must be in Europe then. I'm in South Korea and it's nighttime right now. Oh, wait, we gotta play the or not the dancing rhythm. Well, I'm gonna fall asleep since Puppy is finally back to bed, but first... but first, Rickroll. We're actually kind of almost done. I was gonna end stream once I've finished this sleeve, and I have to finish this row, and we got one more row after this. Because then to start the next sleeve, I gotta chain like 77. And I hate having to count like long chains on stream. At least this one I had already started last night, so I just had to like finish it. But I'm like, yeah, I'll be a lot quicker probably off stream because I'm also trying to crochet in front of a camera, and that's also slowing me down. But I wanted to make sure I got like my 3 hours in. So I am thinking maybe tomorrow will not be a gaming stream. We might actually be. The problem is the stream will be kind of late. Because I'm going to have lunch with my teacher. I don't know how that long they'll be, and also it'll take me like 30 minutes to get back home. probably like 30-40 minutes. So I'll just have to see how that goes. I gotta sew this up in a second though. I can get into the stunt. Because the way I joined it, because there's nothing to crochet over it, so it's becoming kind of loose, so I gotta carefully tie it. So let me cut this yarn a wee bit short, it's a bit too long. The thing I do like that I can do with this yarn though is I like how I can split it like this and then I tie it. And it makes it, ooh, wait, let me twist it a little bit more. There we go. And then it's easier to like kind of sew in and it's like secured, it's not going to come undone. So let me do that for both sides real quick. And then I just sew it up to hide it. Actually, I think I'll sew it up off stream because that would just be too time consuming, so I'm just gonna keep crocheting. Usually I've been trying to sew as I go, except for the very first like starting strand. I like to keep that because then I can know what side's the correct side. I used to do that. That was like one big problem I did where I would sew up the very first like yarn tail from your chain. I would sew it up and then I'll forget like which side's the correct side. I'm like, ah, shoot. So I do keep that as a reminder. Like, okay, this side's the right one, this one's the wrong one, like that. Ah, see, like, always one little strand it snags onto and I gotta like redo the whole stitch again. I can see them right here too. Yeah, like two little strands snagged on. Welcome, Pesta. That's actually my little mission. It's actually to get kind of people into doing the mini crochet because it really is like, I know that's like the big problem with like crochet, right? Because like to do a lot of projects you need like a lot of yarn, but when I discovered like splitting yarn and just seeing how long my yarn lasted, I was like, damn, like this is kind of affordable too, because especially because like even if you do small crochet, right, like normally people be going out buying a bunch of DMC floss or something, right? But like if you're able to like already take the yarn you have or buy smaller skeins of like colors of yarn, because I know that the thing is like some yarn skeins that have like lots of colors, right, like their brand, the problem is each skein's like what, $8 a piece, so that could still get expensive. But if you can get like affordable cheap like 50 grand, because like these like little 50 gram things, I don't think I've gone through a single skein of these actually yet, not that I know of so far. I haven't gone through a single one yet, and I've had this yarn for like 2 years now. Not the specific skein, but like I have some skeins. They are getting like, I have a red one that is getting close to being finished, but still not finished, and I use red a lot. I think I bought 2 more just in case, because I do, some colors will go down faster than other colors. White's one of them. I don't think I finished a white skein yet either, though it's getting there. To be fair, it's been like 2 years. Oh wait, really? So like a local yarn store started selling whole skeins of size 8 crochet thread, and I'm so happy. Oh, that's awesome. Especially like, does it have a lot of color options too? That's why I love getting like the embroidery floss from like Daiso. It's so cheap. Only problem is I have noticed now the original ones I used to get are no longer there, except for the Korean one. Like they don't have these anymore. The ones that were actually with the have the Japanese on them. This is like the original Daiso stuff. Because the Korean Daiso will have a mix of both Korean brand and Japanese brand, and that's how you tell is if it's in Japanese or in Korean. If it's in Japanese, that's like original Daiso stuff. And then Korean brand, and then they start selling these. The thing is, this came with like 4 different colors, like 4 different color palettes. Like this one's dark colors. They had pastels, they had bright colors, and then they had like mixed color. But this one only comes with 2 different ones. However, these are a bit different. They're actually shinier though. This is like actually like regular DMC thread. Like it's got a shine to it. I do like the red on this one though. But these ones are more like matte. There's like no shine to them, so they're probably good for some amigurumi. I don't really like the shininess all the time. I like it for like only certain things, like maybe flowers. But for some of my amigurumi, I kind of prefer matte. Let me see. Oh, not too many colors, but I'll take it. As long as I get like a good base of like your basic colors, you know, especially for like colors that you would like work with a lot, then I think it's pretty good. Ooh, wait. Do they have white at least? Like a light cream color? I would assume they probably at least have white. Because then actually what you can do is buy a bunch of the white and stain it with some watercolors. Like get you some cheap watercolors, and that's how I made like these little sakura things. These were made with completely white yarn. I just like stain the middle. Now if they have, now for anything that's dark, you do want to get like the already colored one, like anything that's like super saturated. But for any like light pastel things, you could probably stain it a little bit. It kind of really only works good for flowers though. Like I don't know how that would work for amigurumi. But yeah, if you make tiny flowers, then you can like easily make like, or if you have like if they have like a light yellow, you can easily like pastel. I mean, you can easily stain like orange and a little bit of red to kind of make the flower a little bit more 3-dimensional. Like see, this was just regular light yellow yarn, but inside you can see it's a little orange, a little bit of orange and red. Oh, actually, fabric dye will be better. Actually, that's what actually the professional use. Actually, the like the micro crocheters I see that actually have like a business going. I'm just using watercolor. However, though, the watercolor doesn't seem to come off. Like I had some sakura flowers I made, and apparently, like after they looked perfect when I was gonna let them dry, but apparently some of the edges absorbed too much of the color that kind of ruined it. I was trying to soak them in water to get like. See if I can like let the color dissolve and I can start again. Nah, it's not, the color's not going away, which that's a good sign because at least it means the color can't wash away with just water. The problem is means I can't fix them. They're just stuck like that. I'm gonna try some detergent and see if that will make it come off. But yeah, so far, so it just means like regular water. I soaked it in a little thing of water for days, for like weeks now actually, and it's still, the color's not coming off. So the watercolor I have, it's just cheap watercolor from Daiso. Thankfully seems to be working pretty good. Okay, we gotta go to this one little chain space. Okay, now there's one more row. I also need to see who's on tonight. I saw Heaven Lost was on a little bit ago. I think it's safe for me to leave, I think. Restream. I don't think there's anyone really on YouTube right now. Twitch real quick. At least I have. At least I still have the VPN on. That's VPN on. That's good. Oh, okay, Offhand Stitch is on. Actually, we do owe her a raid. I think I know who we're gonna raid tonight. Because yeah, usually she's on at this time. Because that's the problem, it is kind of hard for me to find people to raid sometimes at this time because they'll usually be off. And then the people who I would normally raid would be on like a couple hours later. The problem is I usually don't end my stream this late either. I usually end at like 5. Oh, I use the fabric dye for the macrame cord, another hobby down the drain because money and space. Yeah, that's the truth. It's like space, like a big one, isn't it? Space and the money to take it up. And the cool part too is when you get like really good at like micro crochet, people are like willing to pay more money for it too, which is crazy, right? Because like on one hand, you're spending less on space or like you have to worry less about space and worry less about money on for materials. Like think of all the stuffing too, because right, like big plushies, not only are those is that like big plush Chanel yarn or velvet yarn very expensive, you need so much stuffing to fit, you know, stuff those giant amigurumis. So thankfully they can sell them for quite a lot, but they also take like a large cost up front. But I've seen some like micro crochet that's almost the same price tag as some of these giant plushies, and they take less time to make, less materials, but it does take a lot of skill though. That's the problem, is like not everyone can do it. So that is the thing. So I guess it's like more people are paying you directly for your skill. That's kind of cool though. I feel like that's a great way for like, if you can do it, it's a great way for you to like make some money without having to like put too much upfront cost. Like see, like for me, like most of my stuff is just like stuff I've gathered over the years, so I don't really have to worry about any like upfront business costs really, because it's just like materials and stuff I've collected over the years, because I don't really use too much of it. No, like why is being an introvert so expensive? I mean, to be fair though, I actually sometimes feel being an extrovert would be even more expensive. Because if you think about it, extroverts, they go out probably more on the weekends, they go out to bars and clubs more, and that stuff gets expensive fast. Not to mention you gotta drive out there too, so either public transportation or driving's lots of gas. So I still think on whole, probably us being introverts is probably still a bit cheaper. Unless you have like a really expensive hobby that is like, that's like super expensive, then that might be different. I also think too, because sometimes when you're an extrovert, you have like your extrovert friends that come with you, and maybe you have a couple you have to pay for. I've been like listening to so many Reddit stories, and I've listened to at least like 3 different mooch stories. Or like this friend group will have like a moocher friend that they didn't mind paying for, but then that moocher friend starts bringing their boyfriend or another friend. Like I think one story it was like their boyfriend they brought, and that boyfriend would mooch off of the friend group, and it's just like, what the heck? Like being an extrovert, I feel like could be very expensive, especially if you're into nightlife. Because even then, because I know there's like different levels of it. Like not all introverts are into like the clubbing life, but man, or extroverts that are into club life, like man, that stuff's gotta get expensive. Like, isn't the alcohol like really? I've heard it can be like really expensive at the club. Like, you're actually paying more for the alcohol than you would if you just went to the store yourself and bought it. Is that why people do house parties? That's probably why, honestly. Actually, the clubs be too darn expensive. And you could just go Costco and get a bunch of things of beer for so much cheaper if you got like a Costco membership. Then again, you gotta deal with a bunch of strangers in your house. Like I always think of whenever you see like house parties on like in the movies, right? And you see like the host is getting nervous, like, oh no, what if this person breaks this? And it's like, what? Like it just seems like too much trouble in my opinion. Like they're nervous something's gonna get destroyed or ruined. You know, it's just like, why did you hold the house party in the first place? Of course, that could just be like the movie trying to make the person like all nervous for the storyline, maybe. I don't know. But I was like, this was a deliberate choice. Oh, my one friend is a vibe. We can hang out constantly and do nothing. And it's like the best thing ever. Actually, honestly, that's like some pure friendship right there. Just being able to like enjoy each other's company without even doing anything together. Like you guys just kind of vibe together. I wonder, are you guys like possibly like body doubling together from what I've heard? I think they call that body doubling, right? Where you guys kind of like go off and do your own thing, but just by having that person's presence in the room, you kind of get stuff done more. I've heard that was like an ADHD thing. I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't know if I do that really. I don't think I work well with well, I don't know. I think that I take that back. I don't think it works with Mr. Coffee, but it works with my mom, though. Because when me and my mom start talking with each other, it's like we body double off each other. So I think I need a particular person to body double off of. Because usually what I do is I'll like listen to like a story, like a video essay, like Salem Tovar or Edvasion. Oh god, I love Edvasion. He's so funny. Or I'll watch like a Charlotte Dobre video. Like there's just some going over memes or Reddit stories. Or like I listen to Mark narrations. I feel like that in myself is like my version of body doubling. Like I need something to listen to while I clean. And if I need high energy cleaning, then it's music. But if I need like just like kind of going around organizing or something, I need something to like a story or someone talking about something to listen to. The Witcher books have been pretty good for me lately. I sadly finished the series already though. I do have Season of Storms to listen to, but that's like not part of the saga really. I think it's like a little extra, is it extra short stories I think? I'm not positive, but technically what I listened to already is like the story of Ciri is over, I believe. I know 100% we can help each other recharge for life's BS. Pure friendship. Oh, I love that. That needs to be like on a t-shirt or something. Recharge. We recharge each other for life's BS. Because that do be true. Like, man, like, every time it's like, you know, like, right, like I dread going outside. And then you go outside and someone tries to bug you and it's just like, yep, this is why I don't go outside. Thankfully, I don't have that problem here in Korea. I sure as hell did when I lived in San Francisco. Somebody trying to sell you something, bug you, scam you, rob you, I don't know what. I've never been mugged before, thankfully, but like, you know, they try to like, hey, can you loan me some money, blah, blah, blah. Like, I remember one time I was walking wearing my Chipotle uniform. They can see I am a minimum wage worker. I ain't got shit, right? I am a lowly worker. I ain't got money, and this lady was trying to tell me her sob story all of a sudden, like if I had any money to loan her, and I just pretend I didn't speak English. I just started, thankfully I used what little Korean I did, and so that way it was like kind of believable, hopefully, and I just started speaking Korean and pretending like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't speak English, and just walked away. Which sucks because actually the problem is though I'm like the whitest white person, so I don't think speaking Spanish would have helped. That would have worked though. Because actually the neighborhood we lived in at the time was actually had a high Hispanic population, so that could have worked, but I am too pale. I am a ginger, so I don't think that would have worked. No, I do remember actually, I forgot the name of the movie. It was one of the movies we watched in Spanish class in high school. It was like based in Chile, and the main character guy was a straight up ginger actually. Like, I didn't know some Chileans could be gingers. So that was pretty interesting. He looked nothing like his parents though, so of course like they're just actors, so those were not legit his actual parents, but it was kind of funny, like he stuck out like a sore thumb. Okay. But yeah, it's like sucks though, right, when you just want to go out. You just want to like get whatever you're gonna do, like go to work or like do your errand or whatever, and then people gotta bug you. And that actually one thing I was a bit worried about when I went back to America, I was kind of worried like, am I gonna run into a Karen whenever I go out to the shops? I hope not. Thankfully I have not run into a Karen, thank goodness. Like I've seen people's posts be like, and they're like laughing because it's like, oh guys, my first Karen. It's so funny. Last stitch. Let's go. Now the row is done. Okay, one more double crochet. I probably should leave a really long tail though for sewing, because I always forget to do that sometimes. Okay, this will be probably more for like sewing it like this. It doesn't need to be too long, but just long enough. Let's just be safe, I'll leave it like this long. Okay, there we go. We got one of our sleeves done. That's like a really pretty like lace pattern though. I just wish I had a better yarn for the puff stitches though. And this is yeah, I think, is that right? Yeah, oh, this is the correct side, yeah. I just have to fold it. Probably I need to actually do this, like fold it inside out and sew it. That way it'll look better, hopefully. Alright, let me find us someone to raid, and I'm gonna try to work as much as I can tonight. Oh shoot, I gotta lay out some laundry. I forgot I washed the laundry, so let's do that. Okay, but we know often stitch is still on. Open. And a new tab. Oh, I think I'm gonna need to fix my Twitch algorithm. Maybe just because it's Valentine's Day, but like normally I have other crafters on, but like all of a sudden I have like I got one of them Twitch gals that are like wearing lingerie like Valentine's Day speed dating. Like, no sir, this does not belong on my For You page. Get off my For You. I am a crafter, miss. I do not want your content on my page. Get off. Yeah, I must have not been watching enough Twitch lately. Well, I wonder because it's maybe because it's the VPN, I think. Because like I did have a mix of like the people I follow and also some Korean artist or a streamer, so that might be why I think. Yeah, so now that I'm on the US VPN, I'm gonna get a lot more like content that I am not interested in. Okay. Is this Africa TV? Yeah, that's the Korean streaming site, and we try to find a crafting because we were like when they were worried about the whole Korea pulling out of Twitch thing. We were like, let me see if I can stream on Africa TV, and they do have a crafting community on there. However, the vibe is completely different. It's more like a hot tub crafting stream. Yeah, like crafting but for OnlyFans. Like it's like that. It's just like I was like, well, I never thought that kind of genre existed. It really blew my mind. Like one lady was doing woodworking in a bikini, and I'm just like, is that safe though? Like it's one thing. Like one girl was painting. She was doing like a really pretty oil painting too. So these people are like talented, but like she was doing an oil painting in a bikini. Like I feel like that works because at least you know it's just paint. But the woodworking gal though, I'm like, girl, you're gonna get you some splinters. Like that would be very uncomfortable. Okay, where is the raid? There we go. Okay, wait, let me type in the raid commands really quick. We'll try to catch, thank you for stream, sending hugs always, and we'll try to catch more streams on the Midnight Puppy Escapades. I know, right? They're gonna be crazy for the first bit, right? Like, they're always gonna be a little, like, super energetic. Real quick. Okay, there's both our raid commands. And let me get the raid started. Countdown ready on that. I was just doing some embroidery tonight. To be fair, she kind of almost always does embroidery. That's like her thing. But sometimes she does like games or like solitaire. I think she does drawing sometimes. I mostly see her embroidering though. But here is our result. Now I just gotta make the exact copy. So let's see, what will this look like compared to the dress? I got a little bit of time before it auto raises out. So here's like the dress. It's gonna be kind of like this. It's gonna be cute though. Hopefully this will not be too difficult to sew on. I just hope it looks nice. Like I'm worried it's gonna look horrendous. Like it's gonna be all uneven and stuff. That's my big worry when it comes to the assembly part. But oh well. Well, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I don't know if we'll stream tomorrow. We should, hopefully, but it might be kind of late because I have lunch with my teacher. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how long the lunch takes. Hopefully I'll be back. I'll probably stream like 3:30, maybe 4 again. And I was gonna do a game stream, but I think it's better if we do this because I have till Sunday, so I need to crank this out. It's about to auto route, so I'll see you guys. Bye.